Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports. Welcome to today's Toronto Raptors watch along. It is Wednesday, January 8th, and we have the Raptors in action tonight against the New York Knicks. And just before we got started here, confirmation came in that Karl-Anthony Towns was going to be available for this one. He was questionable coming in today, but he is going to be playing today, and that is bad. Well, I don't want anybody to be injured. However, it's bad news for the Raptors that Karl-Anthony Towns is playing, because this was already going to be a difficult game, and it has turned into an even bigger task for the Raptors. Yeah. Raptors have been blown out in, I'll call it six of their last seven. I'll call it six of their last seven the Raptors have been blown out in. They had one 9-point loss to the Orlando Magic, which wasn't a blowout on the box score because they lost by 9, but they were down by 20 pretty late, and they made that game look a lot closer. So I'll say they were completely out of the game, blown out in 6 of the last 7. They had no chance of winning that one after like the first quarter or so. Well, not the first quarter, at about halftime of that game. It was just a disaster. It's been a disastrous stretch for the Raptors. A lot more criticism coming the way of the Raptors coaching staff in this recent stretch of games. My stance on that is, where have y'all been? We've been knowing this on my end, but I don't know why. And my dog breaks down my door, then just leaves. Why would you do that? All right, well, apologies for that, but yes, we got the Raptors in action today against the Knicks. The spread is moving because Karl-Anthony Towns has been ruled in, but the spread looks like it's going to be ending up around 12.5 to 13 in favor of the Knicks. So if the Knicks just cover the spread, it's pretty much a blowout at that point. So tough, unfortunate situation, but yeah, that is the situation that we're going to have to be dealing with. If you guys do want to watch this stream along with myself, and it'll be a lot easier for you to sync up your Raptors stream with mine, you can head over to Assist and have a look at this one at ast.live. I think that's so. Yeah, ast.live. You can find my stream here. I'll put it in the chat right now. If you want to watch where you can sync effortlessly to my stream, you have the option to do so over there, or you can stay here on YouTube. As always, streams aren't going anywhere, but just an additional spot for you guys to consider checking out the content. Channel's 30 subscribers away from 18K. Now, we did hit 18K just over a week ago, but then we had the issue with the hack. But hey, we're climbing back up. The videos, they've been crushing recently, so thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for supporting the channel in the recent run. It's been a really good month and a half for the channel, so I'm pumped to try and keep this going, and haven't lost any momentum as a result of the channel getting hacked, which was certainly an unfortunate situation. But we seem to be doing our best to come out of that on the other side. So we'll keep it rolling here. Absolutely. Raptors starters have just been confirmed here. I'll pull up just a second here, and then we will reference the chat. My computer's frozen. Okay, there we go. Raptors starting 5 is the healthy starting 5. We have confirmation on it. Great stuff here. Hey, we got Manuel Quickly, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl. So second time we'll have all of the Raptors starters healthy. Second time this season the Raptors will go into the game with nobody on the injury report. However, it is the first time they will start the day with nobody on the injury report. RJ Barrett was questionable for last game. He was on a minutes restriction. His minutes restriction apparently was 32, which was the most minutes played by a Raptors player in that game. So there was no minutes restriction. RJ Barrett played as much as anybody else would have done. So the Raptors lost by 24. Yeah. Well, let's see what I got to say. What I want to see today, and the coaches can absolutely control this. I don't want to see 1 second, unless it's garbage time, because we suck. I don't want to see 1 second of this game where there's not one of those 3 players on the floor. And in the first quarter last game, there was a section where all 3 of them were on the bench. Like, You wait all this time for them to come back, and then in the first quarter, all three of them are sitting at one point. Like, just doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make any sense. Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. We got a couple members in the chat right now. Thank you so much to our wonderful members. Sumaya was here earlier. Thank you so much. Could be here right now. Wants me to give a shout out to Hamza, who is Sumaya helps her comment at time. Well, appreciate both of you for stopping by. If you're both here, shout out to both of you. Reading the comments. Wow, my glasses. What is on the necklace that I wore in the video, which I'm also wearing right now? What does it say? It says APC, which is just the brand. So nothing, no extra words. Just the brand name that made the necklace, APC. My fiance got this for me. And we also have Fast Break NBA joining in here today. Thank you so much. Another one of our members here. The Down with Darko movement seems to be gaining a lot of steam. Yeah. For good reason. He sucks. And he's not very good at his job. Unless his job is to lose games, which it isn't. His job is to win games. With the understanding that they're going to lose more than they win this season. They're losing even more than that. So than they should be doing. So the Raptors had low expectations, and he's firing them even lower. So it isn't going well. No, not at all. What's up to the other people in the chat here? We have Q-Man, Winner One, Nate D, Matucci, AJP. Thank y'all for hanging out with me here today. Got the whole trio versus New York. Hopefully IQ and RJ get boosted more energy because they're back in New York. They have fared well. Specifically, RJ has fared well against the New York Knicks when he plays against them. So hopefully more of the same today. We don't need to win this game. I don't need to see a win to be happy here. I just need to see a good performance. What's going to have to happen there? I think primarily you really, really need to get more out of Emmanuel Quickley and Grady Dick. The Raptors rely so heavily on those two to knock down their shots. And Toronto's doing a pretty horrible job of scheming some open looks for them. But when they do get those open looks, they aren't falling. And that just can't happen. Those guys have to be knocking down shots, or this offense, which is already disaster, is an even bigger one. That's got to be somewhere where we see improvement today, or else it's going to be another blow. I mean, it could be another blowout anyways. It's the New York Knicks. They're an offensive juggernaut. The Raptors' defense is horrendous. It's horrific. It's it's disgraceful at times almost. I can't believe how bad the Raptors' defense is. This Knicks team is going to run all over it. The good news is the Knicks defense isn't very good, and specifically their rim protection isn't very good. So opportunities for Barrett and Barnes to have good games. Hopefully we keep within touching distance in some capacity. Darko will not be back next season, I hope, from Nate D. I take Dwayne Casey over him. Well, yeah, Dwayne Casey was a coach of the year. You know, he's a good coach. So he got fired in the year he won coach of the year, but he's a solid coach, maybe a little bit outdated at this point, but solid coach. I think there's a lot of people I'd take over Darko right now. Absolutely. Grady comeback game. Hopefully, Matucci, it's got to be a Grady comeback game. Our Charquan Don Tonnet, not reading the rest of it, says tank for flag. I mean, they're doing it on their own, right? Darko's doing a good job when it comes to tanking. Yeah. If your description of a good coach is one that loses a lot of games, you've got your guy. And hey, you know what? For some people, that's what they want to see this season, right? That's what I saw on Twitter. Environmental Canadian, what's going on? Are you sure that Darko hasn't been told to purposely drop some games for the next draft? I obviously am not 100% sure, but I'm 100% sure. There's no seriously. There's no shot. There's no chance that the team or the higher ups have told him to coach poorly on purpose so that they lose more games. Has there been discussions about giving younger players more play time where, okay, instead of starters getting 38 minutes, maybe you could bump up to 40 minutes to try and force out wins? Maybe the starters get 34 minutes. That gives a few other minutes to younger players. And that's not quite 100% maximizing wins. But other than that, like, what are they telling him? Yeah, put Grady Dick on Damian Lillard. Let Grady Dick guard Damian Lillard so that, like, we're more likely to lose this game. Like, we can collectively agree that that's not happening, right? Can we say that? Like, the front office doesn't tell the coaches, hey, make sure you aggressively double Giannis today and leave shooters wide open all game. That way, we'll do worse and we'll probably lose the game. It'll help our tank. Like, that's not happening. That isn't happening. They're not telling the coaches to be bad at their job in order to help with the tank. Like, at the end of the day, these coaches are also fighting for their positions, fighting for their jobs, fighting for their next contract. So it's not like they can just sit back, lose a bunch of games, and then expect no heat to come from the front office in any capacity. I mean, maybe that's the case with Darko because he was horrific last year and he still has a job today. But I would bet a lot of money that they are not losing games on purpose, the team. They're just really bad and they're losing games. Byproduct of a rebuilding season and everything. But yeah, I would bet a lot of money to say that the coaches are not coaching poorly on purpose. Listen to this, says Darko's putting players in uncomfortable situations to help them improve. Okay, there's a difference between putting a player in an uncomfortable position to help with their development. There's like, you know, maybe Barnes is taking 8 threes a game because you want him to work on his threes and you want him to get better at that. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. What I can't agree with is Grady Dick guarding, well, in this example, Cam Johnson when you're getting torched. Like, I very much do not agree that he is doing that to help with development. Like, it seemed very much that he's inept in deciphering the best way to match up defensively. Like Grady Dick picking up Damian Lillard, 2 days ago. What good is that doing? Like, what is this? Like, all this development discussion about it. What is this? Let's go to the last 7 games. What is this developing? You get blown out in 6 of 7 games. How is this development? How is this building good habits? How is this getting better and improving? Scoring 71 against Boston. Allowing 155 points against Memphis. 139 against Knicks. 136 in talks. How is this development? What could they possibly be learning in this stretch of games, development-wise? You know what I think is a lot better for development? Putting players in optimal situations where they can work on the best parts of their game and improve it even further. Are there some certain things like Barnes taking extra threes that could help with development? Yeah, I think that makes sense. But putting your team in such a perilous situation defensively on purpose, that's not happening. And honestly, if in his head that's helping the team develop going forward, putting Grady Dick on fucking Damian Lillard or Cam Johnson, who's fucking taking him to town, he's also an idiot. Like, if he thinks that's helping, that's also an indictment against him as a coach, to me. So there's no saving grace here, this stretch of games. It's unacceptable. And great, you get, every time there's a blowout, a new player does a press conference saying, we gotta be better as a team. We gotta work harder as a team. Great, man. Awesome. Love to hear it, RJ. You lost by 24 to the Bucks. You lost by 9 the game before. 2 games before that, you lost by 54. Then 29. Then 29. Then 14. Like, you know, I would have thought after the 54-point game, the memo would get across to the team. They should try a little harder, but obviously it's not there. Lucas says, hopefully the boys show passion today. I agree. And more minutes from Mobo. Jonathan Mobo's with the Raptors 905, as are the two-way players like Jameson Battle. Jamal Shedd surely isn't. Jonathan Mobo and Jameson Battle for sure are with 905 and are not with the Raptors today or likely tomorrow. for the Knicks or Cleveland game. It's kind of, I mean, if you want to talk about development, wouldn't it make sense to play Jonathan Mobile over Kelly Olynyk, who Jonathan Mobile arguably is better than him? Like, why is one part of it development, one part of it not? If it was like all development, this master plan, this Darko puppeteering thing, this process he's taking us through, I feel like Mobo should be playing over Kelly Olynyk. What are you doing in here? God, she keeps opening. This door doesn't close all the way, so she keeps opening it. Gotta put weights in front of the door, man. Hey, I don't want to. I spent like 3 hours yelling at the coaches last game. I don't want this stream to be that again, please. I don't want to do this again. Let's deviate away from this conversation, please. Can we react to the Thunder Cavaliers game? Yeah, I know it's like not my job, but like kind of my job to watch the Raptors. I'm a little upset I can't watch the Thunder Cavaliers game in depth today, because that would be that's an amazing game. I really want to get eyes on, but yeah, I gotta watch the Raptors get blown out by the New York Knicks instead. Sometimes I wonder what goes on with Darko's brain. That's yeah. Again, I don't want to. Again, I want to deviate away from this, but it's just astonishing. So the way he thinks sometimes I agree. If you're a rebuilding coach, you have much more responsibilities, but this is terrible. Rebuilding coach, you have less. You don't even need to win. You just need to be competitive. To me, extra responsibilities. There's no pressure to win. There's less responsibilities. Absolutely. Need to find a trade partner for Olynyk. That'd be nice. He looks a little cooked. Definitely cannot play center in the NBA today. Can he play as a 4? Yeah, I think he could play as a 4. He can't play as a 5. I don't know why that hasn't been apparent to the coaches. Who would they play instead? They just play Jonathan Mobo. He's not here today, but he was there last game. They had Bruno Fernando before he got waived. I think it was right that he got waived, but I think he could do even perhaps a better job than Kelly Olynyk, man. If the Raptors get blown out, we switch streams to OKC versus Cavs. I don't like to. I'm trying to not leave Raptors games today. We'll see. We'll see how bad it gets, if it gets that bad. I used to get upset when people joined stream and said like, "Oh, how bad are we gonna lose today? How bad today?" I think we can have those conversations now. They're gonna lose. It's just by how much the Knicks. What did I eat for dinner? I had a pork tenderloin taco salad. I made just chopped up pork tenderloin with some taco seasoning. I just used Tajín seasoning and made a taco bowl with it. It was quite good. It's pretty good. A little bland. I don't have a lot of toppings. I need like I don't have jalapenos. I don't have corn. That would have been nice to have, but it was good. It was good. There were a lot of good players top of the draft if we don't get Cooper Flag Q-Man. Ace Bailey is one of those players that would be very nice for the Raptors to get. Or Dylan Harper. Harper is actually looking like the current second overall pick in the NBA. I'll just use Tankathon's draft to be easier. Yeah. Dylan Harper is a projected second overall pick, so you get Ace Bailey, number 3. But there's a lot of talent near the top of the draft. I think anywhere in the top 3, you got to be really happy. Anywhere in the top 4, you could be pretty happy with how it did go down. But, hey, right now, let's look at that draft order, folks. 8-28 with a third worst record in the NBA. We are so bad. We're only 1 game up on. We're only 2 games up on. Oh my God, we're only 2 games up on the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are horrendous. Oh my God. Excuse me. You guys want to talk about the Raptors don't have a good team. That's why they're doing this bad. Like, have you seen the Wizards roster? And you want to tell me the Raptors should only be 2 games better than this team. Look at the state of this. Look at the state of this freaking team. Jonas Valanciunas in 2025. Keyshawn George, rookie, super raw. Bilal Coulibaly, he's good. I like him. Kuzma's good. Bub Carrington. Still developing point guard. A rookie point guard. Corey Kispert. Jared Butler. Sadiq Bey. Justin Champagny. Vukcevic been playing. Alex Sarr, still raw, working on his game. Marvin frickin' Bagley. Like, what are we really talking about here? That team is so much worse than the Raptors on paper. Yeah, they're only 2 games behind us. Man, I'd be willing to bet 100 amateur hour coins that we'll lose by 24 tonight. What's the conversion of amateur hour coins to Canadian dollars? Sim that? Okay, should we do a sim? Sorry, why is this button not working? My full screen is not working. Hang on. Something ain't right. All right, whatever. You can see all my tabs. Let's see. All right, in this lottery, we move down to 5th. Now, that would sting. That would really sting. We'll sim it 3 times. We go down to 6th in this one. That would really hurt. And in this one, we also finish 6th. So, yeah, I mean, well, this one we ended first. But, you know, so easily you can fall out of the equation there. It's really a shitty situation. But, yeah, despair with that one. All right, let's try to hope they have somewhat of a competitive game here today, and we can at least enjoy it, you know. Is that too much to ask? I just want to enjoy, have fun watching a game like I did at the start of the season. You know, can it not be a 20-point game at halftime like it was last time? That's not too much to ask, is it? If RJ and IQ go off, this could be fun. Yeah, if IQ is a good game, it means he's shooting well and he's spacing the floor, and that's big. If Grady Dick can hit some threes, that'd be nice because he hasn't been doing that a lot lately. This would be great. A come-from-ahead loss. So a blown lead? I mean, that wouldn't really be fun either, but like just lose by 8 and don't fall below 13 at any point. Right? And I think that's fine. And against the Knicks, I think that's more. I mean, you could lose by 10 and that's more than acceptable against the Knicks. Lose by 10, don't go down by more than 15. And we'll have fun here. It's when we're down by 20, 25 points that it's just, it's not development at that point. It is not. So all this talk of a developmental coach, that's not development. Getting your ass kicked every night is not helping anybody get better at basketball. Absolutely not. 13 likes in the early goings here. If you guys haven't hit that like button, consider doing so. We may as well. It takes a second. Make sure you're subscribed as well to the channel. And check out the merch. I'm not wearing any of the merch currently, but use the link in the top of the chat or in the description to get some merch today. Support your boy. 14 now. We talk about the spread. Is the spread 14? If the spread is at the point where it's like expecting us to get our ass kicked, that's also a bit of a shame in it. That what you meant, 14? No, the spread, it's looking like it'll end around 12.5. 12 to 12.5. We can do this. We can. 14 likes. Okay, my bad. 14 likes. Well, thank you. Thank you for hitting the like button. Tycoon says Raptors 112 to Knicks 103. Knicks, I got bad news for you. Knicks are scoring a lot more than 103 tonight. What will dictate how the Raptors finish is the way they play off. Because the Knicks offense, we ain't stopping that. Knicks scoring. The Knicks are scoring 120 tonight, or close to it, at the very least. If the chemistry percentage was real and not just in 2K, the Raptors, when healthy, probably have like 71% chemistry. Considering they have played like 2 full games now. I mean, we're acting like these guys have like don't know each other. Like they've played plenty with one another previously, maybe not all together, but I feel like it's just a cop-out sort of excuse. I really do. If RJ drops 75, I will donate $75 to charity of Alex Winning's choosing. I don't know. I'm not really buying the chemistry. Look, I'm not suggesting the chemistry is not important. They don't need to build it up at all. But they could have plenty of chemistry. I think they still get wiped in that last game with the way they played defensively. We'll see. Hey, I guess that's the excuse now. All right. What's the excuse, Darko? Well, we're not healthy. All right. We're healthy, Darko. What's the excuse? They need time to get settled with one another. All right. We'll wait till next week, and we'll ask again. Let's see. We'll see. Maybe it all clicks into place at that point. Who knows? All right. Let's do the door shot. 7:29. We're a few minutes away. Well, we're like probably 10 minutes away from the start of this game here. I make fun of basketball players a lot, yet I'm here shooting 10 of 29. So let's try to fix that. Will I be 33% on these shots after this? Doors closed. I'm going for bank. I need all the help I can get. I am going for bank, man. Absolutely. God. Can I catch a break, man? Can I catch a break or what on these, man? Can I get one of these fucking bounces just to fall? Something to get a run going, something to get me back on track, Oh my God. Like, oh, dude. That's horrible. This is like, this is not an embellished reaction. This is a genuine moment of despair. A genuine image of an absolutely broken man. Oh my God. It rims out and comes back my way. Not even like it hits the edge, comes out. God. Look at this thing spin back towards me. Oh my God. I am a failure. I thought 50% would be easy. No problem hitting 50% this season. I'm not even going to come close. I'm shooting 33%. I'm not even going to come close, man. Absolutely. Mr. Brosh. I'm not in the mood, man. That's funny, though. That's funny. Brightens up the spirits. And what will also brighten up the spirits? Gregory with another super chat. It's been an amazing string of streams here from Gregory. Thank you so much for supporting here with another super chat. The lovely 12-month badge for membership is already supporting so much. And now coming through with another super chat. Again, thank you. Very much appreciated. W. Gregory, indeed. What's going on in that Thunder Cavs game? 26-22. Yeah, this is a Thunder without probably their second best player, isn't it? It is kind of ridiculous. You need some sort of entrance video before a door shot, like a 2001 A Space Out. Yeah, I think my editor Adam was putting something together. I'll check in on the status of that, but he was putting a little bit of an intro together for it. So we'll editor on the reactions channel, but he wanted to do a little bit of something for the door shot. So I'll see what's going on there. If not, I'll try to make one myself to intro it a bit better instead of me just saying, all right, time for the door shot. We'll have a little intro, kind of like our Garrett Temple music when he comes into the game. Anyone else not getting ads while watching YouTube and PlayStation? Not getting ads while watching on YouTube and PlayStation. Oh, watching YouTube on PlayStation. Huh. I can't do 2001 Space Odyssey because then there would be, I'd get demonetized for this. But something else along those lines, sure. I don't know how the ads work on different platforms. I wish on TVs it wasn't as egregious as it is, because like when I watch on TVs, it's also like, I don't listen. A 10-15 second ad, sure. Every like 10-15 minutes. Maybe it's a skippable one. But YouTube on my Apple TV these days, like I'm getting served up like a 50-second ad. I think that's gone a little bit too far. Don't you guys think? 50-second ads. YouTube. I don't know, man. I guess the content is free, so you're watching ads. Like, the content's free, right? So I understand from that perspective. You know, somebody's got to get paid for the content. They got to make money on the content somewhere. But 50-second ads, man. Like, how much is that really affecting their bottom line? That's what I'm thinking. Kind of looking here. I probably have enough evidence at this point to make a decision if I'm going to keep the automatic YouTube ads at this point, or if I should just not bother with those. We'll see. We'll see. These are all after fact. They don't give you accurate information. Although, to be fair, is that videos? Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself. Sorry. I'm talking to myself here. I'll leave that decision for later. All right. 7:35. Game should be getting underway shortly here. Last time we played the Knicks, we had a shit game. When we played the Knicks at home, we had a pretty good game, though. We don't quite... If I scroll in, we'll have a full page of losses. Yeah. A whole page of losses, but no. Which one was I on? I was on this. Last time we played the Knicks, we lost 139-125. That was ugly. I think I was on this. Yeah. 139-125. The time before that, though, we had a pretty good game at home against them, where they only beat us by 5 points. Karl-Anthony Towns did a big shot late to ice it, but it was a tight game. Let's hope for more of the same in this one today. How long do you think LeBron will play till? I don't know, man. I think he's got another 2 seasons in him. Maybe 1. I think he could go 2. He's 40 years old, so he'd be 42. I don't know what I would bet on. If I had to bet on over under 1.5 full seasons played. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Surely not more than 2, right? Surely not more than 2. For sure not more than 2. That's so hard to find. Where did I get it from? I got it as a gift one year, but I'm pretty sure it was purchased on, it was either Real Sports or Lids. Like, not some fancy store. I'm assuming they don't sell them currently, but it was either Real Sports or Lids. I would guess it was Lids, but I can't be for certain. See. It's on here. Yeah, it's just a standard 47 franchise hat. Oh, it's New Era hat, actually. It's just a standard New Era hat. So, I didn't go anywhere fancy to find it. It was like one of these. It's one of these. It's a 920. Yeah, it's a 920. So it's one of these hats. Just purple with the Raptors. I guess currently not available on Real Sports. I mean, I'm assuming you've looked on those two sites because it's the most common sites. But yeah, nothing fancy. I guess I just don't have them out right now. I was lucky to get it when I did. I really love the color. The color is fantastic. Let's see on Lids. Lids is just like Lids, NBA store. They use the same warehouse. Yeah, same warehouse as like NFL store. Lids used to have a really good website, but no, not as much really anymore. Can we look by brand? Maybe make this easier. Yes, we can. New era, then we could do adjustable, and then we can get a better idea of what's out there. I'm going to assume it's not here. Yeah. I don't know, man. I guess they don't sell them anymore. But it's a generic design. Maybe they come back one day, right? LeBron can play till 45. Try beat MJ. It's kind of looking like he's done winning championships. Thankfully, this hat's like a couple years old. This hat's not ancient. 2 or 3 years, like 3 years max. I think LeBron's done winning championships unless he's like, it's 3 years from now, literally just signing on a vet minimum for a good team. You know what I mean? That's possible, but I think his championship reign is over at 4. Unfortunately for him. What about the original UFC entrance music from the old days? I can't use like licensed music. That's the only problem. I mean, I do use a little short spurt of the Batman transition sound from like the old Adam West Batman, I think it is. But or maybe the cartoon, but yeah, for music, it's got to be like royalty free, like YouTube, audio library. That's the problem. Grady shouldn't start. E-Trick says. I can't agree there. I know he has been playing well lately, but you really need that floor spacing. When he is shooting the ball well, it is massive for this team. And I know you're probably concerned about like defensively how he's been playing, and that makes it an issue. I don't necessarily disagree, but I think this is one of those. First of all, I think he's good enough to start, and he's just in a bit of a rut of form right now. Second of all, this is one of those, okay, like if you do feel like maybe you're slightly worse starting Grady Dick over somebody else, you still start Grady Dick because that is going to help him progress the player more so than him coming off the bench. So in that case, then you have an argument for Darko purposely making the team worse to help with the tank in a way. You know what I mean? I don't think Jakob, Scotty, and RJ won't work out because of shooting. A double negative. So you think they will work out. I'm pretty sure you mean you pretty sure I'll take this as you don't think it'll work because there's not enough shooting. Well, for it to work, Quickly and Dick need to fucking hit their shots. And it can work. Original Ender song license from 25 years ago. It probably is. And they don't want to take the risk. You know, I'll check it out and see, right? I don't even know what the original UFC entrance music is, but I guess I could look into it. All right, starting lineups are out. They're both healthy. Raptors are healthy for this one once again. Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Jakob Poeltl. For the Knicks, it is Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. Let's see how this one goes down for us, ladies and gentlemen. Under the lights at MSG. If you can't get up for this, you can't get up for anything. And hey, we're rocking the purple jerseys today. Very nice. Did I see the video of the Raptors? The Raptors released about Grady Dick becoming a Scarborough Ting. No. Scarborough Ting. Doesn't Ting mean woman? Derogatory? Don't think so. Any bets for this game? I did play Emmanuel Quickly over 15.5 points earlier. I don't know if that's still available. Doesn't look like it's a good bet. I was looking for some good CLV. Didn't get it. That's what I bet. At the right when the game's about to start, I can't really say there's any good bets out there at this point. The lines have become sharp here. Yeah, Ting means, I mean, I live in Toronto. That's my understanding. I'm right. I'm right. Scarborough Ting would be a girl from Scarborough. Grady Dick, corner 3 to start the game. That would have been really nice. Does not knock it down. The game has begun here. Man from Toronto says, got my first Raptors jersey after 13 years. Well, that's fantastic. What jersey is it? Hopefully it's a good one. RJ Barrett and Grady Dick at the Bluffs. Oh, so you're becoming a Scarborough man. You're not becoming a Scarborough Ting. Quickly from the corner. All right. That's what we wanted to see. One of those two knocking down a shot early, and that's big. And hey, that's big for, you bet it made over 15.5 points. An early 3. Hopefully we got the scoreboard up and running in just a sec here. Karl-Anthony Towns to the rim. He goes up strong, lays it in. RJ Barrett purple jersey. I really want one of those. They're a bit pricey. I don't have the facilities to justify that at the moment. But yeah, I definitely want to end the season with one of those in my possession. Maybe they go on sale. If they go on sale, I got to get one. Jakob Poeltl floater. That was ugly, and it was a travel. That did not look good at all. Reminder, guys, if you want to sync up easily with myself, you can go to the ast.live stream I'm doing, assist website where I'm also running these streams. It's a startup company that's trying to effortlessly have you sync up your live stream to mine so we can watch. We got a true watch-along experience. But for those on YouTube, I'll count down as well as RJ Barrett goes to the rack and lays it in. 10-18, 10-17, 10-16, 10-15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. As Josh Hart lays it in. Scotty Barnes just hit the deck. Get up, bro. Get up, bro. Making his way back into the game here. He's clearly not quite running properly as Barrett goes past Towns and lays it in. That's an easy matchup at the rim today. It went on sale recently for like $145. Okay, I'll rephrase. Hopefully it goes on sale when I have more discretionary income. I got hit hard recently by some expenses, necessary ones. Not like me just wasting money, but I got to save up a little money for a bit. 7-4 for the Raptors in the early goings here. Barrett has 4. Quickly has 3. Barrett looking to add on to that. Instead gives to Poeltl. Good matchup down low against Brunson. Back out to Barrett. Raptors moving the ball well here until Grady Dick turns it over. What are we doing, man? Good closeouts there by the Knicks, though, to take away what the Raptors were trying to drum up. Hart with RJ defending. Josh Hart's having a just fantastic season. Now Brunson, Grady Dick defending. I don't know if he got switched, but if Grady Dick's guarding Brunson, we're cooked. Like, we're actually cooked. We've lost 6 in a row versus New York. Ugh. I love that. Grady's on Bridges. I mean, Grady's got to guard somebody, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, Quickly's on Brunson. I wonder if Grady's... Would Grady not be better served guarding Josh Hart, though? Like, at least there's like a size advantage there. But wouldn't I rather have Scotty Barnes on Bridges? I don't know. What do I think about Canada becoming the 51st state? What kind of, like, idiotic stuff is that? Not from you. It's just, what kind of idiotic stuff is this? Like, that's not going to happen. And it's dumb. I do not want to live in the United States, man. Or be a part of them. In any capacity. I'm fucking chilling, man. Bridges, fadeaway 2, doesn't go, rebound to Poeltl. The tank is into defensive schemes. Or the coaches are bad. Is buying a Vince Carter Raptors jersey from Facebook Marketplace a good idea? To me, I would rather, as Grady Dick. Man, another tough play from Grady Dick. To me, I would much rather the peace of mind of buying a brand new one from a reputable store to know I'm not getting scammed and it's not fake. Grady Dick for 3. Dude, Jack Rail put it back, but Grady Dick is all over the place, man. A turnover, 2 horrible field goal attempts in a row there. Missed his first 3-point attempt of the game. I am not liking this. Towns to the rim. Ignites, throws it down. Raptors going fast. The other side. Barrett in the corner for 3. Right in front of that Knicks bench as well. RJ Barrett, you know we love that one. The Green Party leader has invited California to become a Canadian province. Yeah, I don't think that's happening either. Josh Hart for 3. Responds to the other end. 12-11 for the Raptors. We will send our 2 tanks. They will be there 5-6 days. We send our 1 ship. What are we talking about? We will send our 2 tanks. They will be there in 5 to 6 days. We will send our 1 ship from World War II era coming from the East Coast. Will be there about a week. What are we talking about? Like, is this like a Raptors tank reference? I must have missed me. Grady don't look like himself. Well, wait, I'm not blaming anything. It's just some poor decision making there. Isn't that where David comes in as an elite defender in this game? So they've been going with Shed recently. It's what I have been asking for. Now that I got my wish to get more Shed than Mitchell, I am kind of missing David Mitchell's screen navigation on the perimeter because it's really, really good. Never doubted him as an elite defender. Though I'm not really sure how much that helps the team right now compared to what Shed is doing, because Shed is also a good defender. I feel like today is a good day to get David Mitchell in. He did really well in the Brunson matchup last game or 2 games ago against this team. So maybe today is the day you do get more David Mitchell involved. We'll see though. Yeah, Brunson off night if Mitchell's guarding him. A Canadian military joke. Oh, yeah, you're okay. I understand now. I get it. I missed it. My apologies. Nate. Whoa. Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid in the same commercial? Interesting. Austin Matthews burger at McDonald's. Let's take a look on Uber Eats. I'm not going to get it. God, I've been doing so much work at the gym lately. And I'm still on my calorie restrictions. Man, I was hungry all day today. Just none of my meals filled me up. I could demolish some McDonald's right now. So there's the Smoky Quarter Pounder Pappy in reference to Austin Matthews available at McDonald's right now. $10 for a fucking quarter pounder? $10 fucking dollars. $10.49 for a quarter pounder with cheese with some extra shit on top at McDonald's right now. What a joke, man. $10. Oh my God. What does my world come to, man? Even Big Mac is like $8.19. Like, that's a lot, but that ain't $10. Oh God. Just make shit at home, man. I love McDonald's, but God, make it at home. Grady Dick out of timeout, trying to get him going. I mean, great play. You free up Grady Dick for a jumper right at the top of the free throw line. That's when he's just always got a hit, to be honest. Not looking his best here today, unfortunately. No, I know it's about Trump, who's talked about Canada becoming a 51st province. I know that. It's so dumb, isn't it? I made shake and bake chicken legs tonight. What's that? I don't know what that is. Sounds good, though. It's like just shaking seasoning on it, then baking it? Or is that a company? I went to the grocery store the other day and bought 1.3 kilograms of lean ground beef for $13. That's like 12 quarter pounders. Well, what's the conversion? Kilogram to pounds. That's 2.86 pounds. 2.86 divided by 0.25 is 8.5 quarter pounders. So 8.5. But you're right. Yes, you could buy enough lean ground beef, and it's lean ground beef as well, mind you. If you want it to be even less expensive, you could get the non-lean stuff. But yeah, lean. You even get extra lean ground beef and save a ton of money. Where are you buying 1.3 kilograms of lean ground beef for $13? By the way, I go to No Frills and it ain't that cheap. I would like to shop at this grocery store. Bridges backing down Shed here. So it doesn't look like things are going to change. It will be Shed as the backup. $3.99 on sale at Metro. Wow, at Metro. All right, I can go to Metro. I was going to go grocery shopping tomorrow and today. Shit. I missed it. Oh, well. Hart gets past Barrett, finishes there a little bit too easily. But I think this is a 8-0 run. It's 10-3 run according to the graphic here by the Knicks. 16-12. Pirtle, high post, handoff to Bruce Brown. Floater is good. Nice take there off the screen. My Bella Vitano Merlot cheese on that. If I'm at Metro, I will have a look. Bench +1 lineup. Well, at least it's Barrett in, and not another player other than Barnes and Quickly. These lineups are so stupid. There was one game where he did a 3+2 lineup, and I'm just like, wow, is he actually learning? No. Hart handoff to Bridges. Good defense by Brown, taking away that one. 397 starts tomorrow at Superstore. There's no Superstore near me. Bridges for 3. Doesn't go. Gets his own miss. Saves it. Then tipped away by Brown. Out of bounds for a Knicks ball at the baseline. McDonald's gives me buyer's remorse every time. See, the thing is, when I order McDonald's and eat, I don't get buyer's remorse. I'm very satisfied. No Frills price match. It does? I didn't know that. Oh, but it wouldn't match like sale prices. Anyways. No Frills is very cheap compared to Metro. No Frills, I will be there tomorrow morning. While y'all sleeping, I'll be out doing my grocery shopping. I go very early. Number 1, to get it done before the workday starts. Number 2, because I'm like the only person in there and I can walk freely without people breaking their necks walking in front of me, standing in the middle of the aisle. Barnes, turnaround 2, doesn't go. Rebound to Brunson. That turnaround 2 has been working recently for Barnes. From a certain point of view, it's been working. I'll actually elaborate a bit on that at the next commercial break as Brunson fades away for a 2 of his own, showing Scotty how it's done in a way. Oh, when I order from McDonald's, I've committed to not fucking around. I am eating, you know? I've made the commitment that I'm going to have a very unhealthy meal and it's going to be expensive. But I'm eating. Okay, I'm trying to find the post I was referencing here. I found it. But I would never just I never just order dinner. I never go, I don't really want to cook dinner today. and order something. Like there's always, as a Chua lazy night, there's always a contingency plan for my meals. My meals are planned mentally the night before for the next day. So I'll never just be, I don't really want to cook. I always cook. But like at 1 a.m. And I come back from the bar and I don't want to cook, yeah, then McDonald's could be on the way. But it's very expensive. Wendy's is my new best friend. And I got more coupons in the mail today. Anybody get Wendy's coupons in the mail today? I got mine. Oh, bad turnover there. Shed slipped and it turned into a Bridges dunk. 2:41 to go in the first. Somehow the Raptors were the one to use their timeout earlier. I don't really understand. But nice lob there to Abaji, who lays it in. Raptors keeping the pace a little bit. 22-18 right now. OG, 3-ball is good. Thing is, like, I couldn't just make McDonald's at home when I come back from the bar because, like, I don't have any meat defrosted or, you know what I could do? I could, tonight I'm gonna plan out what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner tomorrow, right? What I could do is when I know I'm going to a bar, is I could meal prep a meal for when I get home, so I don't have to buy takeout. I could do that as well. Nice. All right, here's the tweet in reference, and this comes from a great Raptors account on Twitter, Stevie Raptor Shack. Great account to follow on Twitter if you're a Raptors fan. And I hate to do this. I know this is just propaganda, and Stevie might be watching. I hate to do this. I love the propaganda. Again, I hate to do this. Over the last 15 games, Scotty Barnes has shot 42.2% on 3.5 attempts per game from the mid-range. He's now shooting 38% of the season from mid-range. In that span, last 15 games, he's 15th in the NBA for players with over 3 attempts. Very exciting development for his game. So here's the problem. It might look good because 15th in the NBA over that span. Let's be nice and take that span of games here. 15 games where he shot 42.2%. 15th in the NBA. Unfortunately, that's still bad. 42% is not really enough of a percentage there. For the simple fact of the matter, 42.2% over 100 possessions is 84.4 points. Barnes would have to shoot 29% from 3 to be better. 29% from 3 is more efficient to the offense than 42.2% in mid-range. 42 is not great. 42% is the minimum of what is acceptable. So if you're Scotty Barnes and, okay, you need to have some different tools in your game to keep defenders guessing, then 42% is acceptable. However, if Barnes just actually goes back to taking a lot of threes and hits 29% of them, we are better off than him taking 42.2%, hitting 42.2% mid-range. Strictly math. If he makes 42.2% in mid-range over 100 possessions, 84.4 points. If he takes 100 threes at 29%, that's 87%. That's 87 points. So even 28%, and he's only just behind this pace, and you could argue he's spacing the floor more for teammates shooting like that. So yeah, the fact that he's having to rely on the mid-range shot more now is okay, he's developing it, sure, but it's kind of a showcase to me that he's struggling to get his points in other categories. 42% mid-range, yes, relative to the rest of the NBA, that's great. Relative to efficient offenses, it's not great. It's definitely not great. It's borderline acceptable. And again, it's just as simple as he needs to go 29% from three to be much more efficient for the offense than 42% from mid-range. Is he being double teamed? Not that I've noticed. He seems to be getting quite a bit of single coverage. But again, like for a really good player, that opens up other parts of your game to have that, keep players guessing, and there's a long two by Bridges. That's a terrible shot. Long two over Bridges there for Barnes. Like, my example of like when 42% is good is, it's not good, but Siakam, when he was here, shot about 42% in mid-range in his last season with the Raptors. But he was so efficient at getting to the rim that he needed to have a little bit of something else in there so people would have to think about it, which would make it a bit easier from scoring the inside. So sometimes you... kind of funny. It reminds me of the way people talk about Darko. In a way, Siakam knows he's taking a less effective shot mid-range because it's going to make his interior game a little bit easier potentially next time, if that makes sense. So you have to mix it up to keep the defense guessing. That's why only certain players are greenlit to take mid-range shots and why the mid-range shots completely come out of fashion in the NBA. Because, yeah, 42% is good relative to other players from mid-range. It's just still not good. Why the Raptors signed Kelly? I think re-signing him was the right move. I think they overpaid a little. He does look pretty cooked, unfortunately, though. Bruce Brown puts it in there. Knicks up 28-21. It's getting a little bit away from them in the latter stages of the first quarter. Kelly Olynyk with the steal. That's better. Quickly to Brown. Brown has no desire to shoot, does he? Barnes backing down Hart. Now Olynyk, good pump fake. Draws the foul from OG and puts in the end once. Okay. Kelly heard the chatter going on over here. OG immediately heads to the locker room. He felt something there. Like, immediately went to the locker room. That was strange. He didn't look like he hurt himself or anything. Maybe move the three-point line further out. I have no problem with the current state of the NBA. I don't think anything needs to be changed, personally. Kawhi's missing the game tonight to help his family evacuate due to the wildfires. Wow, that's crazy. Hopefully everyone stays safe out there. Kelly's good now, yeah. He was cooked in the Olympics, too. That was concerning to me, and it's carried over a bit to the NBA. Here he is with Achua going at him. Achua can't finish. The tip also doesn't go. Olynyk secures the rebound here. I think Kelly could be good as a power forward, but he's obviously not good enough to play as a center on defense. Like, definitely not good enough to play center. He can't protect the rim. This is why I still think Mobo should get these minutes. Mobo's not here today because he's with the 905. Mobo should be here and getting these minutes. I talk about development. Give this guy some time. All right, guys, I am going to quickly grab something to drink, some water. And when I come back, we got more Raptors basketball. Only down by 4. Let's keep it going. Stay in this game. Sorry, I took a bit longer than expected there. I went to the bathroom, too. All right, we back. Kelly was good on the Pistons. He's getting older. He was good for the Raptors last year, to be honest. He's getting older, you know? Kelly needs a center next to him. Simple coaching and team construction. Yeah. You put it very eloquently there. Simple coaching and team construction. Yeah. He'd be a lot better if he had center. Raptors don't really have a backup center. Again, my vote would go to Mobo there. Do you really want to invest in roster to maximize Kelly Olynyk? You don't need to invest. Like, Mobo can do this job to a certain degree. I don't know why he gets no play time. I know today he's not with the team, but last game he was. Olynyk, sloppy turnover there, 30-24. And Towns for 3, and it drops. Isaiah Collier was the 29th overall pick, by the way, not the 30th. Mobo looks good. I'm very happy with the pick. I'm happier with Mobo than I would be with Isaiah Collier. Uber giving me the McDonald's ad. Buy one, get one free Big Mac. Boy, could I crush a Big Mac and two Big Macs and a large fries right now. Can I link that sync website again? Yes, I can. I am streaming live there right now. You can effortlessly sync up with myself. Make it easier to watch the game together. I'll also count down here as well if you want to do it manually. We're working on getting the YouTube chat integrated over there as well, so you can still interact with me live. Quickly knocks down the free throw there. 33-25, 11-16, 11-15, 11-14, 11-12, 11-13, 11-12, 11, 10, 9, 8 as the Knicks turn it over. Quickly moving to the rim. Layup, and he's fouled. That should be goaltending. They do call it, so it's an and one opportunity here for Emmanuel quickly. I need to crush 3 Big Macs, fries, a drink, and a 6-piece McNuggets on stream. Don't kid, man. I wouldn't call that light work, but I don't think I'd be struggling. Really, I think I'd be full, but I'd get there. I'm not going to do that for this would be my McDonald's order. My late night, I'm fucking grubbing order. I'm getting a junior chicken and a McDouble. I'm making a big gangbang out of those. So I open up the McDouble, put the McChicken inside, so it's like a big one, the big burger. Quickly at the line here. They didn't call it goaltending. Okay, so he knocks down both free throws. A 6-point game. Walter is in. Then, alongside the McGangbang, I'm getting sausage and egg McMuffin. Probably get large fries a bit like too much fries. I'd get a large just so when my girlfriend picks at it, it's all good. But like I'd probably go medium fries. It's quickly for 3 in transition. Nails it down. Knocks it down. Nails down. 33-30 back in the game. And then I would get a Coke Zero. Because healthy, no. Gotta be healthy sometimes. McGangbang, sausage, egg McMuffin, medium fries, Coke Zero. That's my order. What a block there by Quickly on defense. Man. IQ's having a game. Oh, I was over. I forgot. That's pretty good. My phone, sorry. Payne to Anunoby. Fadeaway 2. Doesn't go. Rebound Towns weak side. And that's an offensive foul. Yes, sir. Good job by Barnes staying with it defensively. Raptors get the ball back. And they're in this game. They are in this game. 6-0 run. I think it's a 6-0 run. Better to make a healthier egg at home. Well, obviously, this is I'm fat and I'm ordering McDonald's order. I make eggs every day, so I know how to make a mean egg sandwich at home. But if I'm committed to getting McDonald's, that's my order. When I do get takeout these days, as Barnes knocks down mid-range, if I do get like a late night treat, we'll call it, it's okay to have, enjoy yourself every once in a while. I'll go for Wendy's. I will go usually like a chicken sandwich with tenders on the side. I try my best not to get fries when I do takeout. 33-32. Mayo Quickly's playing so well. I don't really know why he got taken out of the game here. Like, how many minutes has he played? Quickly's played 8 minutes. Why is Emmanuel Quickly fucking cooking and then he gets subbed out, man? And now a bit of a run here for the New York Knicks. 39-32. Like, Mayo Quickly is cooking, and you take him out. Like, what is this, man? Development? Like, you think he's coaching battle? You guys think we need to lose this game quickly. You got to chill out, man. We might win this game. You keep playing like that. You think that's what's going on? I know you're joking, Gregory, but I'm just like, people will think that. People will actually think that. Isn't that the craziest thing? Hart lays it in. Right after Quick comes out. Look at this. You fucking did this, you fucking idiot. You did this shit. You were playing well. Quickly got you back in the game. Now they go on a run because you subbed him out and you got to fucking call timeout. You fucking idiot. Oh my God. So fucking stupid, this guy. He's such a fucking idiot. I'm sick of fucking mincing my words about this guy because I don't want to cause an avalanche of shit in the chat. Oh my God. So dumb. Like, it's not like he like, if you've played, your share of minutes, maybe I've got like some understanding. He's played 8 minutes. Barnes has played 13 here. Let him keep going, man. This is what I do. I ask you going to go to Metro, buy 2 packs of bacon, cook both of them up, eat all bacon. Well, that is not going to happen. That won't even fill me up, and I'll feel disgusting. What's my Harvey's order? Harvey's is pretty much. I don't have a go-to. It's pretty much. If I got coupons, I'll go to Harvey's. I don't have a go-to. I like to. Usually I'll get like a beef one and a chicken one. The beef one, I'll make it like mostly like white sauces, like a garlic mayo with like a pickles and jalapenos or something. I go pretty simple at Harvey's. I don't really go crazy, to be honest. Harvey's underrated though. I do like Harvey's. The Little McDonald's breakfast burritos are good. Oh man, the McDonald's breakfast real slap. Absolutely, I love McDonald's breakfast. All right, back to the game here. A lot of Darko negativity here. I'm here for it. Robert says, "How can a bunch of normal people like us understand it and not an NBA coach?" That's what's baffling me, because I obviously I would not be a good NBA coach. If I'm not suggesting I would be a good coach. I've never suggested I would be a good NBA coach. But there's certain things like this I understand. I feel like I understand the game pretty well. Could I draw up schemes on a play-by-play basis? No. I don't think I could. But, man, when a guy's hot and he's clearly not tired, leave him in the fucking game. But, Robert, yes. Like, how can everybody see he's playing well, leave him in, but not the fucking coach? I think he played 4 minutes. He came back in with like a minute left in the first quarter, then got subbed out like 3 minutes into the second quarter. So what they want to do, like what his minute distribution is, he starts, comes out, then gets like a pocket in the middle, then he'll come back in and finish the half. But like, you can change on the fly. Like, he's clearly feeling himself. He's playing well. Leave him in the game, man. I get the burger without the bun keeps the waistline out. Yeah, like, you can make like these little like calorie cutting decisions at fast food places. Like, McDonald's are kind of hopeless. There's nothing you can really order that's overly healthy. But like Wendy's, A&W, Burger King as well, you can get like more higher protein meals. Like Chick-fil-A, you can make a really good meal at Chick-fil-A. And there's so many different customizations you can do. But sometimes I just commit to eating unhealthy, you know. Barrett gets his own miss and finishes there. $44-36 for the Knicks as Towns goes up and can't finish. What cologne do I wear? I actually don't know what it's called. It's just in my cat. Oh, no. I have a... So I have a... So you know what? I have 3, actually. One that I use mostly after I shower. I got this... I went to a Raptors game 4 years ago maybe. And they were handing out these Axe canisters. And I thought, fucking Axe. I'm not going to wear Axe. And I tried it one day. And my now fiance, without me mentioning I put something on, mentioned she liked it. So I was like, okay, I can use that a little bit. I got 3 canisters 4 years ago. Look at this. 2 minutes later, Emmanuel Clee comes in. What kind of rest is this? Sorry to interrupt. But like, what did that 2 minutes of him on the bench do that is going to help you win? What did that 2 minutes rest do? Why not just fucking leave him in the game? I seriously can't even come up with a reason to justify why he would do that. You completely, like, okay, look, he might come back in and play well, but you take him out of his rhythm. You let New York go on a run for no reason at all. That's insane. Anyways, yeah, I had this Axe one. I got 3 canisters, and I've had them for 4 years. I'm not even on the 3rd one yet. I'm still on the 2nd one, so it shows you how much I use it. Then I have a Polo one I got as a gift a couple years ago, or probably like 4 years ago now. And I have a 3rd one. I actually don't remember how I ever got that 3rd one. I think it was like left somewhere, and everyone I was with said it wasn't theirs, and I took it. I don't know. Not quite that greasy. I don't know how I have 3. I don't wear them all the time, but sometimes. Anyways, that was a weird question. Lead pass turned over there. Quickly turns it over. Man, why would you sub him out there? Dior Sauvage. I'm not a big cologne guy or anything. Just, I haven't bought a cologne in 4 or 5 years, as I said. I mean, I haven't even bought one. I got one as a gift. I got one as a giveaway outside of the Raptors game, and I found one. I've never bought cologne. Although I did choose the one I got as a gift. So I did choose that polo one. Raptors get the steal here. Down by 8. Can they get something going? Barrett. Pass. Deflect. Surely that was deflected. Out of bounds. I think it will be a Raptors ball now. I ain't in the market for cologne. Personally. I have never seen... I think every stream it becomes more and more apparent that the tide is turning on Darko Rajakovic, and people are starting to really get upset with this. Barrett, corner 3, doesn't go. Towns on the rebound. Here come the Knicks again, looking to extend the lead to double digits. Hart down low to OG, who throws it down pretty viciously, and it's a double-digit lead for the Knicks. RJ coast to coast. Like, that's just classic fucking RJ, man. Your team's up against a wall. You need a good possession, a good basket. RJ fucking tries to take it all the way himself. Terrible shot. He does hustle back, though. I'll give him credit. Hustles back, makes the defensive stop. But now a turnover? Or timeout Raptors. Abaji coming up with something. He's holding something. Is he holding his side? He looks a little hurt here. Darko helping him off the court with Barrett. Ooh, he just got hit pretty hard in the abdomen, looks like. The oblique. Hopefully he's all right. Jacob's clones call Osmos. Man, you know me. Osmos. I ain't an Osmos guy. Listen, I don't display my favorite shawarma shop's logo for free for no reason. I don't get paid to promote Lizzie's. I do it for the love of the game. So don't hit me with no Osmos in the chat. Come on. My favorite food in the world. Anyone watch OKC Cavs? No, but 62-59 at halftime. I feel like that game would be a lot more entertaining than this one here. Still can't believe we had Jorge Fernandez on the table, and we took this guy who has no knowledge of being a coach. Well, to be fair, Jorge Fernandez wasn't a head coach either. He was an associate head coach. He was the associate head coach of the Sacramento Kings, which is like glorified assistant. But, yeah, it does feel like an opportunity wasted for sure. I love Lazzie, especially the chicken, Greek salad. They give a good amount of chicken. Yeah, the portions is a big thing for me on top of the taste. Osmos, taste, quality of the food, and portions. Laziz, as long as you're at the right location. Banger. Bangers. I'm only there for on the sticks or on the rocks or half-half. I ain't there for no salad. I'm sure it's good, though. Two Brothers Shawarma is the best, and I'm vegan. I bring all my friends there to eat. That's on... I don't know if it's a chain, but there's one on Queen Street in Toronto near Bathurst, I think. If it's that good, I'm going to go try it. There's also one there called Alpha's Shawarma, which I've tried. It's decent. I'd get it again. It's good. Two Brothers I may have to try, though. They aren't going to replace Darko, at least not this year. No, I agree. It's going to be hell to watch this team for another, 50 games. Less than 50. 45 games. 47 games. Something like that. 45 to 50 games. It's going to be hell. Yeah. We're going to endure hell, ladies and gentlemen. 48-38. Barnes out of the timeout. Fadeaway 2. Got to a spot. Working for him. Knocks it down. 48-40. Pirtle to Quickly. Been playing well up until he got pulled out inexplicably by Darko. Barnes backing down Hart. Spin off to the right. Fadeaway 2. I feel like he could have spun towards the rim instead of into a shot there. The only concern I have with this mid-range stuff is the over-reliance on it, on an inefficient shot, which it is. Even though he's the 15th most efficient mid-range shooter in the last 15 games, according to Raptors Shaq, that's an inefficient shot. Hart to OG at the shot clock buzzer, back to a 10-point lead. Vinny's Cafe joining. That's an old school name. What's going on? How are you doing? We're not looking too bad. I'm a little frustrated, but it could be a whole lot worse, for sure. Thank you for joining. Towns, the goaltend there as Emmanuel quickly got up to the rim. 50-42. Quickly just got it up the glass before. No, that's can they challenge? That's a block. I feel mixed about Darko. The rookies have all gotten better under him. RJ's gotten better under him. Okay. Here's my rebuttal to this, okay? Have the rookies gotten better, or are they just rookies who needed time to adjust to the NBA? Like, let's look at all the rookies. Jacoby Walter. Did he get better, or did he just need some time to settle into the NBA? And this is just who Jacoby Walter is. Jamal Shed, has he really gotten better since the start of the season? I don't know. I don't think so. Jonathan Mobile, has he gotten better since the start of the season? I don't know. I don't think so. James Bowell, same thing. Shamshe's progressing really well with the 905. That's not Darko's doing. RJ Barrett. I'll give Darko credit. Giving him the bigger platform to succeed helped enhance his game. But did RJ Barrett work with the development of Darko Rajakovic, or did he just need a different role and he started playing better? Grady Dick, did he just need time to settle into NBA last year? In the offseason, are these guys working with their own trainers and coaches and showing up at this level, or is it Darko? I'm not going to say it's nothing Darko related, and you're right, Gregory. He is pretty hands-on. My point is, I don't think this is Darko development guru related. I think this is just these sorts of trajectories and arcs would kind of happen on their own. Maybe not the Abaji one. That would be, nobody said in chat, but just like to give myself a rebuttal here. The Abaji one, I think you have to give credit to Darko for working with him over this period to get him to this level. But you could also say he's working with his trainer in the offseason, his coach. How much is Darko involved? I don't know. I think the development stuff is starting to get overrated. And I think it's just a cop-out from people who don't want to recognize that he's just a bad coach. And just go, well, he was hired to be a development guy. I don't feel like I've seen enough to confirm that notion. Well, he's better than Nick Nurse. Okay. I'm not going to argue there. It's better than what Nick Nurse would be doing development-wise. Agree. That doesn't make it good, though. Barnes, another mid-range J, drops 8-point game again. Yeah, Nick Nurse is the complete other end, which is why we opted for a guy like Darko to completely shake things up. Brunson to Hart. Why'd you double like that? Wow, Hart was so open there. Who would be the best current coach for development? Spoelstra and Pavic are like the best coaches. I mean, if I could handpick a guy, I'd probably go with Eric Spoelstra right now. Bridges backing down Grady Dick. You go with Mark Daigneault as well. I mean, how much has he worked with that Thunder team to progress them to this level, right? Raptors force a shot clock violation. Good defensive stand there. 50-44 with 2:34 to go in the second. I don't know. It's hard to get a good sense of the effect Jama Malalela is having on the team. History would suggest he is good at his job. Mr. Bro said, I believe the Knicks are the best matchup for the Celtics, but OKC is close. I got to go OKC. The Knicks defense is a little too poor for me to say it's them. It's not good. OKC, because they have so many switchable defenders and so much size, that's got to be Boston's nightmare matchup. One of the worst takes. Look at Scotty's Leap, RJ, Abaji, Dick, and the rooms have only had 7 months with him. The rooms, but love the content. But look at the roster he has to work with. I'm not saying like he gets zero credit for the development. I think that the conversations I believe, are overrated there. Scotty's Leap, like Scotty jumped into the season playing that kind of basketball last year. Is that Darko working with him all off season to get him to that level, or is that Barnes putting his own work in to get to that level? Is it a combination? Probably a combination, but I would probably lean more towards Barnes put his work in the offseason to get himself up to that level at the start of last season. And he hasn't played that well. He's played well. He hasn't played at that level since the start of last season. So it's not like Barnes is better this season than he was last season. It's not like Barnes finished last season better than he started last season. So it's not like he had been progressing as the season had gone on. It's not like in the offseason there was this big leap that's been taken there. Abaji's a big one. I agree. Abaji's a big one where I would concede. Like that's got to be a lot of work being put in by the coaching staff to get him much more comfortable in his role here. Definitely would give credit there. But otherwise, like there's no big development story that I'm seeing here. Again, not saying there's nothing, but I think the conversations are getting a bit overblown. Raptors on a good run here. Defense is dialed in the last couple minutes. It's 50-48 now. Raptors were down by 10. 8-0 run has them back within 2. OG for 3. You just kind of felt like that had to go in. When he takes one early and it's like he means business. As soon as that left his hands, I kind of felt that had to go. Quickly, nice pocket pass there to Pirtle. Corner 3 for Barnes. Big time shot. Back within 2. I'll also mention quickly's development as a point guard was something to give credit to the coaching staff for as well, because he really had to relearn that position in a way for the NBA after getting the trade from Knicks. That I'd give credit to as well. Coaching to force when it was coaching to force development. Coaching to force there's a balance there. Like, if you wanted to just coach towards development, like strictly, there'd be a lot more extreme measures to be taken. Like, it's a spectrum, right? And if this is coaching to win and this is coaching to develop, Darko's probably got to land somewhere in here. Not quite middle, but he's got to land somewhere here. Where, development's the bigger priority than winning, but at a certain point, you do need to consider winning measures mixed within there as well, right? If you had another coach with a track record, I can't see the same development potential. Coaches, legacy, and careers become more important. So saying they'd hired a coach that had more of a resume They wouldn't want to tarnish their reputation with a team like this. Is that what you're suggesting? Well, Jorge Fernandez didn't have a reputation that preceded him. I could virtually, I would pretty much guarantee that Jorge Fernandez with this exact same situation has more than 8 wins. Raptors using their challenge with 6.3 seconds to go in the second quarter. And people like to reference like the previous Oklahoma City Thunder team saying, look how bad they were. They lost games by 30, 40, 50, even a game by 70 points. They kept the same coach, and they developed, and now look at how good they are. My rebuttal to that. So they're going to lose this challenge. So they're going to lose this challenge at the end of the... It is a good conversation. No, I'm not trying to like shut down anybody that disagrees. I'm not trying to come off that way. I'm obviously very passionate about my distaste for the coaching staff because I'm beyond any hope for them. But yeah, I like being pushed. Right? Why 3 timeouts left? 3 timeouts left. Lost your chance. This guy's a fucking idiot, guys. Bridges, corner 3 to end the half, doesn't go. What did that fucking coach's challenge save? Man. Oh my God. He's so stupid, guys. Please. Mr. Bro sent in the super. Thank you so much. The Curtin Patel. That's Mr. Bro. Thank you. Appreciate sending that in. Isn't good at winning, but he's good at developing. See, again, is he, though? I don't know. How good is he? Is he good? Okay, he's good. How good? We have conversations. Good coach, bad head coach. Can we say that as well? I think that's fair. Is Darko the worst coach at challenges right now in the NBA? I don't know, but if there's somebody who's worse, I'd like to meet him. I wouldn't know. I think Darko would be a great assistant somewhere where he doesn't have to make decisions regarding timeouts and challenges. Doesn't need to scheme up plays to score. Doesn't need to be involved in the defense in any capacity whatsoever. Half of it is he willing to develop? I guess. Sure. Like, I don't think he's going anywhere. But if this team, like next year, the Raptors have, reports are saying they've communicated they feel like with an extra piece in the draft and maybe making a move, they can be a playoff team next season. I don't disagree. If they are serious about actually like trying to win games next season, we have loads of evidence to say this is not your guy to lead that team. Is he good at not getting an ego and working with these guys and maybe playing younger guys a little bit more minutes than you normally would see on a team that is fully dedicated to winning? All that's fine. But if they are serious, they want to try and win games next season, he cannot be that coach. And I said it last stream, he's not getting demoted. He's either the head coach or he's nothing with the Raptors. You don't demote a head coach, you know? Nick Nurse here, guys like Oche show. Yeah, again, saying like he's not as bad as this guy doesn't make him good, you know? Like if I broke my leg and I was like, man, this sucks, I broke my leg, and then you went, well, I broke both my legs, so this is even worse than you. You're right, but like my leg's still broken, and that sucks still. So just because Darko's bad and Nick Nurse would be worse with this team, just because Nick Nurse would be worse in the team than Darko is, it doesn't mean that Darko's not doing a bad job. It's still bad. But I agree. Nurse had to go when he went, for sure. And I'm sure the Raptors stand by that decision. Darko ain't going anywhere, by the way. I don't think he's getting fired. Anyways, let's go to the box score here. Talk about what we've seen from the first half. So quickly had 9 points very early on in the second quarter, was playing really well, helped the Raptors build momentum, and then he got subbed out. And he lost his rhythm. Then he came back in 2 minutes later. I don't understand, but it happened. He's on pace for 30 minutes today. He can comfortably play 34 plus. Why did he get subbed out? We don't know. Barrett's playing well today. Always has a knack for doing so since he's joined the Raptors against the Knicks. 13 points for him, being aggressive. Sometimes too aggressive, but mostly keeping it in check. 13 points. Barnes, solid. Good intensity, like what I'm seeing. 9 points. Pirtle, doing his job. 6 points, 8 rebounds. Really didn't like Grady Dick's performance today. Erratic, loose with his handle, loose with his passes. 2 turnovers here, but decision-making hasn't been great. He's 0 of 4. Off the bench, Bruce Brown has played well. Ochai Agbaji played well before he kind of that impact on his abdomen took him out of the game. And Shed doing okay here with 3 assists as well, although the plus-minus wouldn't suggest that. Quickly's plus 13 here. He's playing really well. If Quickly's playing really well, knocking down his shots, keeping the Raptors in the game, personally, like, I'd just probably keep him on the floor a little bit longer. That's just me. I ain't the coach. On the Knicks side of things, Towns, kind of had to expect him to have a good game here today. He's 5 of 5 with 15 points. Brunson's 3 of 7, so we're keeping him in check a little bit. Hart has often been the open guy the Raptors help off of, so he's 5 of 7, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and he's just having a fantastic season. Raptors got to find success against this Knicks bench because it's thin and it's not very good. Like Landry Shamet getting minutes in 2025, you know? Overall, possession stats, pretty even. Dead even on offensive rebounds. The Knicks have 1 more turnover than the Raptors, and the Raptors are knocking down some threes tonight. They're 4 of 11, 36.4%. Both teams aren't taking that many. Like the Knicks are only 5 of 14. So it's allowing the Raptors to keep engaged here. I think if I'm the Knicks here, I try to look for a little bit more from a three-point shooting standpoint in the second half, and that's going to help them pull away. If I'm also the Knicks, I kind of continue to dare the Raptors to shoot a bit more than they have and think like they got to take more shots. We got to dare them to shoot. That's what I do if I'm the Knicks. If they do that, I'm not sure the Raptors have an answer. Other game in the NBA here, big game. Two top teams in the NBA. Cavaliers up by 2 right now on the Thunder. Going to be watching that one. Or not watching it, but I'll be following along pretty closely here. Gregory said, I don't think he gets fired this year or next. I think he survives 2025. He probably will get the whole season next year. I'm very confident Darko gets the entirety of 2025. I think next year there is actually desire to like start to prove it on the win column. I think at this point next year in 2026, there's going to be like, okay, the team is good enough to win some games now. We still aren't. Well, assuming he does a bad job. Maybe he does a good job. But if he does do a bad job next season, that's when you'd really start to be like, okay, this is not working out, you know? I'm fun guy says, I'll give him to the end of next year. Yeah, I think he'd get 3 seasons. We also don't know what his contract length is. I haven't seen it disclosed anywhere what his contract length is. So if it's a 3-year contract, then I think, yeah, he gets 3 years, then you just move on to a different guy. If it's 2 years, I'd be pretty tempted to say, why would we extend you, man? Like, what have you done to warrant an extension here? Well, as our point guard, did he really make everyone around him that much better? Yes. If so, can Quickly become that? I don't know. Kyle Lowry, to me, is a Hall of Famer. Quickly, not at that point yet. Kyle Lowry was special, man. Kyle Lowry was special. Darko is bottom in coach's challenge record. all these like big things he's bad at, and then all these little things he's also bad at. Like in the first, if you use your challenge in the first half, you better fucking win. No, like, we'll see how it goes. Like, you seriously should have a 100% record in the first half with challenges. Flat out. Like, you just have to be certain, or else what's the point of even trying? Like, save it for a moment in the game when you think you're going to win 100%, or save it for a clutch moment that could swing the game. Is he doing his challenges bad on purpose to make the team worse, guys? Is that what he's doing? Bottom 5. Okay. Still bad. All right. Let's take my mind off this godforsaken coaching staff. With seconds left, 2 days. That's the second time he's done that in the last, like, 2 weeks. Maybe even last week. No? Okay. Let's do the Pirtle. Get my mind off things today. So I've been running pretty hot on these today. Back to food. No. I am hungry, though. I'm always hungry. That's my secret. Let's do the Pirtle. Been running hot on these. Let's see if I can do that again. I always start with Bridges. One day it'll be Bridges, and we'll all laugh. All right, Eastern Conference, under 6'6", so he's 6'4" or 6'5". I'm gonna assume this is a guard. At that with that information, less than 28 years old. Number is less than 25. Okay, we can work with this. Jordan Poole comes to mind. Is Jordan Poole 6'4"? He's either 6'3" or 6. He's got to be. I think he's got to be. Let's think about some other teams first. So he's not in the Atlantic Division as well. So 10 teams he could be on, this player. Could be like Kobe White. I think Kobe White's probably 6'3", 6'4". Halliburton's probably... Halliburton might be 6'5", 6'6". He might be 6'6". I don't want to guess him just in case. Yeah, this could be a lot of people. So let's go with my initial thought of Jordan Poole. Okay, so he was 6'4", and he is... So that was... Nothing was wrong about that guess. That was a completely acceptable answer. Nothing was wrong about that. Okay, so now we know the player is in the Central Division. So there's only 5 teams this player can be on. This player is exactly 6'5". And he's either 23 or 24 years old. Number 14 or number 15. I don't know numbers that well. Do we go... I was thinking about Kobe White. Is Kobe White 23 or 24? I think so. Is Kobe White 6'5"? I don't think so. Okay. So we won't guess there. How old is Halliburton? Is Halliburton 6'5"? Does Halliburton wear 14? I don't think Halliburton wears 14 or 15, does he? I'm trying to imagine a Halliburton jersey in my head. I'm bad with numbers. I don't think Halliburton wears number 55. Okay, let's think. Pistons. I don't think Ivy's old enough. Cade, I don't think... Well, Cade's too tall. Ivy might be 23. Ivy might wear number 15. I'm going to try Ivy. Where's 23? Okay. Well, it's a Detroit guard who's 6'5". Ivy's not even old enough to be the answer. So we got Pistons, which means I should be able to just get the answer, but I don't have the answer here. Cade is not 6'5", is he? You'd really think I know Cade's number by heart. I don't think it's Cade. Does Cade really wear number 15? I don't think so, right? Who did they draft? They just drafted Ron Hall. It's not Ron. Well, yeah, that's young. A Pistons player at that age probably got drafted by them. So who would they have drafted like 4 or 5 years ago? Cade, right? Cade's 23 years old. I'm pretty sure he's taller than 6'5". That's big for a guard, though. How many other big guards do they have? Let's try Cade. Wow, it's not Cade. So I was right. He was tall. He was number 2. So at this point, like, I just don't know the answer because otherwise I would have it at this point. Chat probably has it at this point. How old is Malik Beasley? I feel like you could tell me Malik Beasley was like 33. Or you could tell me he's 20. He's not 23. I feel like you could tell me he's 25 and I wouldn't be that surprised, though. Like, is it Malik Beasley? 6'5". You'd have to think this is more of a shooting guard then. Fuck. I'm going to have to guess Malik Beasley to make sure. He's 28. Damn. You know what? I knew he was number 5. That was a bad guess. I have all the information I need. I just don't know who the player is. It's going to be obvious. I'm going to see the answer and get pissed off. Damn, I was running hot on these. I was. Now I'm not. I'm just checking my phone to make sure the game hasn't started, so I'm not missing the game. Score. It's halftime. Okay, recent picks. 5th overall. Took Osar Thompson, too young. Ivy, too young. Year before Ivy, what pick would they have had? 2022 draft. 20. This is Cade's age, so he's either 21 or 22 draft. Could be a player they didn't draft, I mean, as well. Who did they draft in 2022? That's probably obvious, too. I'm just not thinking of it. Were they decent that year? Didn't they have, like, the 10th pick? Didn't they draft Ousmane Dieng and then traded him to the Thunder? I'm stumped. I'm going to go to chat. I give up. Who do you guys think it is? Wendell Moore is a good guess. He was in the 2022 draft, wasn't he? Oh, it could be Marcus Sasser. Okay, Wendell Moore, who they didn't draft because he went to the Knicks, I think. Wendell Moore. Could have had it. That's an obscure one. Could have had Wendell Moore. I think the Knicks drafted him, which maybe threw me off. Oh, it's Dallas. Sorry. I'm an idiot. They ended up in Minnesota. I don't know. Not the Pistons. I liked Wendell Moore ahead of that draft. He just hasn't really worked out for him. Damn. I know of Wendell Moore, so I could have got that, but that's a tough one. Oh, well. All right. Second half has begun, though. 58-53 for the Knicks as I tune back in. And a shot clock violation there by the Raptors. Atlanta got it. Yeah, early as well. Well done, Atlanta B. Tough one there. Tough. And I know he wears number 14. It was doable, but I've been foiled this time by the Pirtle. Bridges to Hart, wide open for 3. No! Barnes with the big closeout, gets the block and goes down the other way and throws it down. What a sequence by Scotty Barnes. Hart took a little bit too much time there, and Barnes makes him pay. You know, I went to Madison Square Garden a few months ago, and I was, wow, Bridges for 3. Vacation in New York. What an arena, man. Beautiful. I would love to watch a basketball game there one day. That's a bucket list event for sure. Going to see a Knicks game at MSG. I could settle for a Rangers game, but this building's got an aura about it for sure. There's something special about this place. Much as I don't like the Knicks. Grady Dick open for 3. Come on. There he goes. Rattles one in. We needed one to get going there for Grady Dick, and that's his first basket of the game. 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 6 from the field now. There are no offsides in basketball. No. Could you imagine having to officiate that? 3-ball from Hart doesn't go. Offensive rebound for the Knicks. Bridges for 3. Opposite wing doesn't go. Hart wrestles the rebound away. Gives to Bridges, who's blocked by Pirtle. Good block there, but Grady's got to be a bit stronger on the glass. Can't be affording those extra possessions. Hey, we're keeping competitive, guys. Most of the last few games, we've been completely out of the game at this point. So we're hanging around. Oh, pans back to the game and Towns gets an open dunk. How did that happen? If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. We're 27 subscribers away from 18K on the channel. If you're enjoying the stream, please make sure you've hit that like button. Let's try to get to 50 likes on the stream today. Take a second out of your day, hit that like button. It makes a huge difference to getting new viewers for the channel. Brunson lob to Bridges, and he loses it. Bad pass. It's a turnover. Raptors get the ball back here. Rangers have been struggling so badly. A Knicks 25 playoff appearance will be the next best. Well, I don't really follow hockey, honestly, unless it's the Leafs. That's what I don't know. Tight defense, less turnovers should keep. Yeah, defense been much better today because this Knicks offense is fantastic. We're keeping them at bay here. Grady to Barnes, spins off Hart, misses with the left. Okay, that's what more so I'm looking for. That tight spin where you're making a layup rather, well, you missed it, but getting a layup rather than spinning away for a jump shot. Like, Barnes definitely strong enough and big enough to do that on Josh Hart. Bridges, corner 3 doesn't go. Raptors going fast the other way with Barrett, who wanted a foul call, doesn't get it. He turns it over, rather sloppy. Hart to Anunoby, corner 3 is good. And you just can't be giving a guy like OG that kind of space. We know that. Right, guys, I'm also live on Assist. If you want to easily sync up your game to mine, head over to Assist and watch over there. You can still keep the YouTube chat open if you want to pop it up in an external link and stay active here. But we're hoping to get the YouTube chat available on Assist in the near future as well. But it's this new platform, platform that I'm working with here, startup company that are not paying me at all to say this, but I really like the product that they're trying to push out, and I'm trying to help them build that success there. So check it out when you get a chance. 66-62. Raptors keeping in this one still. And hey, you know what? I don't know how the next 7 minutes are about to go, but I think I'm going to come away from this game pretty happy with how it's going. Brunson off a screen, puts up the left and gets the bounce. 68-62. Barnes moving forward. Spins off Hart. Wanted the offensive foul. Doesn't get it. Deflects away. It's out of bounds off the Knicks. We wrapped his ball at the baseline. Down 6. OG not loving that call. God, Tibbs. That is a shiny head, man. Somebody's got to put a hand on his shoulder and say, Tom, it's time for a haircut. Because, wow. It's not even like, if you're like holding on to, I get the guys that want to keep the top here, even though they have nothing here. But when the middle stops connecting to the side, when there is a gap here, when you got a river running through each side, it's time. easy for me to say because I'm fortunate to not have any issue at the moment. Knock on wood. But when the middle stops connecting to the sides, it's time to go. It's time to get a cut. But, hey, he's rich. You can do whatever he wants. And even if you're poor, if you're not rich, you can do whatever you want as well. Just my 2 cents. You live your life the way you want to live your life. Raptors kept their deficit under 10 points. Much I'd like to believe the Raptors will win. Well, this is a game before 82nd game. I'll settle for a loss by under 15 points over any of the last 3 or 4 such losses. I agree with you, David. This one's going okay, huh? We haven't been down by more than 10. We might cover the spread. Like I'm A-okay with this game right now. We're playing well. The defense is a lot more engaged. It took like the 6th blowout in 7 games for them to actually listen to their own advice of, okay, maybe we should actually start trying harder now. They're actually doing it now. And it's showing it. They're showing it today. Practicing what they preach. Getting the schemes a lot better today. Not over helping as much. Not over doubling here. Much better today. Yeah, I hate Darko. I don't hate anybody. Well, maybe I do. I don't hate Darko. I just think he's bad at his job. Patrick Ewing courtside. I bet they got to give 7-footers like custom chairs for courtside. That chair is too small for him. Good grief. Sorry, did you say Abaji won't return? Guru Thibodeau. All right, out of the timeout, we drop a nice play and turn it over right away. Bridges, other side for 3, doesn't go. Rebound, Grady Dick. Gotta be stronger, Grady. Wide open look for Towns off the offensive rebound. 9 feels a lot more than 6. So now we are getting a little worrisome all of a sudden. Not really, but only down. We're down 9. A minute ago, it was like a 2-point game. And I was like, hey, we keep it like this. I don't know how the next 7 minutes will go. But 6:05 left. Towns misses the layup. In transition, no Towns. Got to be 2 points here, lads. And it's Shed who turns it over. Bad pass. Yeah. Acknowledges. Inbound to Towns. And he's blocked by Barrett. Nice block there. Those kind of plays, man, you got to get 2 points. How's Hart getting that rebound? That's not good enough. That is not good enough, Toronto. It's MSG, man. It's the Mecca. It's New York City. It's going to be a lot of celebrities here. Brunson with Shed defending. So Jamal Shed is the man. It's no longer David Mitchell. Hart, 2, doesn't go. Here is an example of probably Darko saying, I'd rather give Shed the minutes. I think he might be slightly worse than Mitchell, but I'm giving Shed the minutes because I'd rather work with that guy and boost his game and work with him, develop him, than do it with Davion. This is an example of making the team arguably slightly worse for long-term benefit. This is an example of that. A rare such example, I'd say. Towns end up at the line here. Raptors have gone cold a little bit, and the Knicks have opened up another 10-point lead. This is their largest lead, equal to it. We will see if Towns can hit this one and extend that. Second free throw for Towns is good. Shed to Barrett. 3. No good. Rebound Towns. Shed is better on offense. Not having Mitchell has kind of opened my eyes to how good of a defender. Like, I already knew he was really good, but it's now that I'm not seeing it, I'm missing it because his screen navigation is so good. Like, the on-ball stuff, Shed's good as well. And I'm not saying Shed's bad as screen navigation, but Mitchell is such an elite defender. It's a shame he can do nothing on offense because he is such a good defender. Knicks have opened up the lead. Well, yeah, I said not even 2 minutes of game time ago, hey, I'll take this. I don't know what's going to happen next minute, but hey, if it goes like this the rest of the quarter, I'll be happy. That was a minute 40 of game time ago. And now the Knicks are up by 13. All right, come on, Toronto. Something for us, please. Hey, what do you know? It's when the bench comes in. At least it's not a 4+1 lineup. Learning? Maybe. Pirtle and Barrett together right now. Landry Shamet checking in for the Knicks. Such a thin team, man. Reminder, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, Chua checks in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We are up to 42 likes in the stream today. We've got 73 viewers. Let's get 8 more in and get ourselves up to 50. Subscribe if you're new for Raptors streams for every Raptors game and videos about the team on off days, on the weekdays. Shed, nice move to the rim, but Achua comes up with the big block. Basically, if it's a weekday and the Raptors don't have a game, there's probably video coming out. Weekend? No. Weekends have become Jacob's time, with all due respect. I love you guys, but weekends, I found a really good balance right now. I focus on the main channel. I do the videos, I do the streams. I don't over-edit the videos anymore. I just keep it simple. I take the weekends off. I'm in a really good headspace right now. The channel's crushing it. So unfortunately, no weekend content usually. If there is weekend content, it's because I missed a weekday. And I recorded that on the weekday, and I'm uploading it after the fact. Anyways. Yeah, I think we're going to get blown out now. Tough. We kept in it, and now it's opening up. 77-62 here. Shed to Barrett. At the rim, fouled by Shamet. Nice job by Barrett, drawing the foul. Hopefully he can knock down a couple. Man. Watching this instead of Cavaliers Thunder, it stinks, man. Cavaliers up 117-114 with less than 5 to go. Oh, my God. What a good game that would have been to watch. What a shame, dude. The Jamal Shed minutes have also not been going today. I am starting... Listen, I wanted to see Shed get this role. I am seeing it. Now I'm missing Davion. All right, we got Quickly back in. He's on with Barrett, Olynyk, Walter, and Brown. I think if Olynyk's in, you got to have Barnes in too. I think you got to have that as part of the rotation. Why doesn't Davion play? Darko's just going with Shed instead lately. Which, you know, I understand the thought process, but I am missing Mitchell now. Quickly, up fake, tried to draw the foul, doesn't go, but Barrett gets a nice rebound and finishes. Yeah. Mr. Bell said, is it worth running this second channel vids? So second channel, I'm not going to force myself to schedule content because, again, I just feel really happy with my workload right now. Mentally, I feel good. Second channel will be like when the opportunities present themselves. I'm not going to make myself do anything there, but the second channel is not dead. The fourth channel, Amateur Night 5, I bit off more than I could chew there. I don't think I'm doing that. I did a couple of videos. They felt way too forced. I'm probably going to cool it over there. Nice floater there by Quickly. He's up to 13 points now. Down by 12. Shed is raw, has no confidence. I miss Davion. This is the right process. All right, don't miss Dave on This Is the Right Process. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But, yeah, you're right. Shed is pretty good. It's a trade-off there. Man, that OKC game, 26 lead changes. Somebody told me in that game. Could have been watching that. What are you guys doing? Why are you here? RJ needs to be traded for 3 new players who don't fit. Or do the Raptors need to get more shooters around RJ? I seem to have all of a sudden become of like hates RJ, loves RJ. I used to be probably down here. Now I'm beyond half. I like RJ. I think that's a guy I'd like to work with, you know. I don't think he doesn't fit. Oh, so the McDavid one is called the Mac David. Let me see how much that costs. Listen, if Austin Matthews quarter pounder costs like $10.50, how much is a fucking McDavid Big Mac? That's gonna be like $15 for just a sandwich. Big Mac David. Let's see on Uber Eats. Big Mac David. Oh, $9.49. How is a 4-patty Big Mac going for less than a quarter pounder with like barbecue sauce? That's ridiculous. Big Mac, no meat? You can get a Big Mac with no meat? Who's buying this? I'm sorry. Who's buying that? Big Mac, no meat. Just lettuce, cheese, and Big Mac sauce. I get vegetarians out there want McDonald's, but like certainly a better option than a fucking Big Mac, no meat. Hey, I know McDonald's, if something's not selling, it's not on their menu, so people are buying it, right? Anyways. Have you ever considered repurposing one of your channels for general NBA? I actually did do that to the Amateur Sports 2 for about a week was a general NBA channel. And then I did like 2 videos and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Basically, I do not watch nearly enough of other teams to confidently give opinions on stuff. And again, I didn't have the fire to do it. I didn't have the passion to do it. I want to do Raptors videos. And I did that. I was doing that. And I was like, this is not me. You know? Number one, I didn't think I could fairly provide content on that channel. And number two, I didn't really want to do that. I have a full-time job on the side. I put a lot of hours to that. I'm seriously at a really good place right now where I'm doing 2 to 3 videos a week on this channel. I'm doing 3 to 4 streams a week. Not really doing too much with the second channel. Amateur Reactions is working well. We're going there. But I'm like I'm comfortable where I'm at right now. Yeah, I know you can like the digest stuff is like they give other creators like access to like the digest network or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, blank digest as a channel. Yeah, I've seen that as like a template for channels, but for me, I like being in control. This is my thing, you know. I'm in control. I do what I want type thing. I'm happy. I don't feel this desire. Oh, it's tough to see a Chua make good play. I'm happy. I don't have any desire right now to extend myself any further. I'm at a really happy place. The channel's doing really well. I'm all good. It's a side hustle. It's a side project. It's a hobby, and I'm happy. I'm happy. 83-71. Brunson to Anunoby. Raptors down 12. Honestly, like if you're in like the 10 to 15 range, even the fourth quarter, like that's not horrible. You can go hard in the fourth, keep things in check, right? Not the worst thing in the world. We're currently at 43 likes. 7 more to go to 50, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit the like if you've not done so already. I started the Big Mac, no meat. I put fish, filet for patty. Ask about me. Tech Day says. Yeah, see, that's acceptable to me. If you're a vegetarian but you eat fish, so no. What's the one, pescatarian? That's no fish either. Or is that the one with fish? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do that, do the fish. But hey, no. I feel like if you're a vegetarian, you just don't go to McDonald's. I don't know. A filet-o-fish is what it's called. Sorry. I never had a filet-o-fish. Barnes for 3. Wow. Not sure about that decision, but hey, knocks down. Pescatarian is fish and eggs. Okay. Weird, but okay. Yeah, I've thought about getting it because I like fish. I like frozen battered fish that's fried. But I cannot justify paying that much for a filet-o-fish when I could just get something else. Yeah, the filet-o-fish was introduced by McDonald's. There's a certain day of the week where people like would practice Christianity or Catholicism or something. There's a certain day of the week they couldn't eat meat. And McDonald's sales tanked on that day of the week. So they introduced the filet-o-fish so that you could still eat McDonald's on that day. And that's why the item was created. And it's popular enough that it exists. Listen, like the McRib. If the McRib was popular enough, it would be an all year round product. But it only works as a limited time thing because if it stayed around too long, people would stop ordering it. Like if it sells, it's on McDonald's menu. If it doesn't sell, it's not there. They are so meticulous about the way they make their menu. If it's not working, it's off the menu. If it's working, it stays on the menu. They're not turning down money on the McRib, right? Like, if it sells all year round, it's on the menu. But it doesn't, so it's not. The filet-o-fish sells, evidently. It's been on the menu for decades, right? 10-point game here, 34 seconds to go in the third. Raptors still fighting, down by 10 in a competitive position. Quickly for 3. Oh, front rim away. He was backing away like it was going to go. It doesn't. Brunson stepped out there. Brunson stepped out. That should be Raptors' ball, no? How is Brunson asking for a challenge? He didn't even see where he landed. He threw it off Bruce Brown, but he stepped out before that. Tibbs is going to challenge. Some players have that pull where they're going to make their coach challenge something. I mean, to me, it looked like he stepped out of bounds. I think they're going to lose this challenge, but we'll see. Thunder Cavs 3-point game with a minute 18 to go. Let me see. So Brunson. Oh wow, he didn't step out of bounds. We're gonna win this challenge. Oh, wait, did it hit him afterwards? He didn't step out. But then it hits Brown, and there's a hit Brunson as he's going out of bounds. But it could hit Brown here, so it hits Brown. Then it doesn't hit Brunson going back the way. So I think this will be a successful challenge, and it'll be Knicks ball. Oh, Quick is on 19 points. Oh, I won my bet. I don't think it hit Brunson again. Or does it? Does it hit his arm there, actually, that angle? On the other end. So I think it actually comes back off Brunson after Brown. And hit a camera guy in the fucking face. Oh, jeez. Clear, conclusive evidence doesn't hit Brunson out of bounds. I very much disagree with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It looked like it might have hit his arm. I know it bounced back off the cameraman's face and then hit Brunson again. I don't know. Quiznos, man. Quiznos back in the day. What a fucking sandwich. They ruined it. The owners, the high-up management ruined it. These franchises, they made it so expensive for franchisees to run Quiznos that they had to cut down the quality of the ingredients. They ruined it. Back in the day, fresh quality ingredients, Quiznos was so good. Management ruined Quiznos. Their own fault. Corporate greed. David Mitchell checks in for one possession here to defend Brunson. I mean, hey, not a bad idea, is it? Mitchell checks in for a few seconds here to defend Brunson if he scores still. Kicks out to Towns, drives to the rim, misses at the buzzer. So it worked out there. The bread, the best thing Quiznos had, that conveyor belt that toasted your sandwich. Oh, it got such a perfect level of toast. It's just something that Subway can't replicate. I like Subway. Subway was never able to replicate that texture you could land at Quiznos. Subway gets like a little crunchy, almost like flaky. Quiznos had that perfect toast without being flaky on the bread. You know what I mean? Where it's like little pieces flake off the exterior of the bread. They ruined Quiznos. Taters with gravy from Mary Brown's and drive over to Quiznos for side lobster. Wow. I do love Mary Brown's taters. They're fantastic. Tech today, you said you're a vegetarian. I'm pretty sure they use like chicken fat to make the Mary Brown's taters. I'm not sure if maybe I'm wrong. But like if you are a vegetarian, maybe look into that to make sure. Maybe that's fine. Or you're pescatarian. So is that fine? If so, like I'm just felt like mentioning it. Yeah, but hey, okay. You're not directly eating it, right? So how much fat do chicken? Like the fat that the chicken is cooked in, I think in some capacity, because chicken is like no fat in it. Well, actually, that's not true. Like thighs do, wings do. No, they use Mary Brown's chicken place. They use fat, some sort of fat from either the chicken or from cooking the chicken for the taters, which makes it delicious. That's what I'm trying to say. Chicken skin is full fat. That's true. Yes. Okay. Anyways, we got a basketball game here. Cavs have kind of pulled away from the Thunder. Looks like they are going to win that titanic clash at the top of the NBA. But in this game, you've got a great performance out of Quickly. The Raptors needed that to be anywhere close in this one. I got to give a ton of credit to the Raptors defense. 86 points after 3 quarters Knicks. That's very good levels of production here from the Raptors. Jamal Shedd's minus 25. It's not working with him today. It is not working with him today, unfortunately. You're just really missing Quickly in those moments. Quickly's plus 15 tonight. Barnes is playing well, 16 points. Barrett's having a good game, 16 points. Needs some help around these guys. Not much negative, other than like yanking Quickly too early in the first half. Nothing really against the coaching today. I think it's been good. Brown just missed a layup. Dude. Oh, fuck. I closed my tab by accident. Sorry, I do not have eyes in the game right now. I'll have to kind of resync here. Would RJ for Cam Johnson or Norm Powell be a good trade? Oof. Cam Johnson would be a tempting one. They wouldn't do it, but like Cam Johnson would be tempting. Norm, not at his age, unfortunately. Towns. Oh, what a player, man. Another 3 for Karl Anthony Towns, 13-point game. Listen, we've kept it competitive for 3 quarters. I think I can walk away from this one pretty happy. And, man, another 3 from Quickly. What a game he's having, up to 22 points here. And it's back to 10-point game. 3 for Achua. I would have thrown up if Achua made that 3. Towns back with it. Bit of a mismatch. Walter defending. Towns gets the double from Olynyk. Skips by it. Great defense. Great help defense from Barnes. And it's turned over. Nice job there, Scotty. A lot more engaged today. Effort is clearly here today. Bad term there. Effort is clearly here today. That wasn't here for so many games recently. Like they're really digging in defensively. This is a proper tank game. This is a tanking game. Like, we might lose by 20 still, but we've kept it competitive here. We're in the game. We're getting good reps for maybe all the way through the game. We're getting good reps here. This is development. Losing by 400 points every night is not development. This is development. You're learning good habits defensively. You're setting the tone for what the culture and expectation is defensively. You're getting good production on offense out of your top guys. This is how you tank. Foul there by Shamet. Raptors ball on the sideline, down 12. Olynyk to Barnes. Working on Towns. Spins off for 2. Gets it to go. Ten-point game again. We're just hanging in there. We're hanging in there. At least for terrible, Drake won't likely be at the games. That is a positive, huh? That is one, isn't it? Shamet, fadeaway to himself, and back to a 12-point game. I'm curious what the team will look like after the deadline that'll really determine their tank mode. They're after deadline, expect to see like players resting, missing games. Yeah, I think tank will take effect. Masai Ujiri knows that a tank. Everyone is a minus except Quickly, who's plus 13. Remarkable, isn't it? What a game by him, and he needed a good one here. Hart, nice kick out to Payne. Pump fake, steps inside, floater, no good. Uncontested rebound for Cat. Gotta be better on the glass there. 14-point game. Looks like the Knicks will have too much for the Raptors here today, but a valiant effort thus far. Is it going to fizzle away late now? Olynyk just killing the possession. Now Brown, dribble handoff out to Olynyk. Okay, works out. Olynyk open 3. Doesn't go, but good outcome to the possession. Bridges to Hart in transition. Bridges gets it back above the break 3. Doesn't go. It would have been the Knicks' largest lead, but I think this is their largest lead at 14 here. Sayup, what's going on? Another 3 doesn't go for the Raptors. Think they'll allow most players to play because you're already bad. Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. They're already losing a lot of games, and they'll probably trade Brown. They'll probably get something out of Brown. Something out of Boucher. Well, hopefully. Maybe not. Boucher, speaking of, when's the last time he played? Where's my beer today? I don't drink much on weekdays. I don't drink really ever on weekdays. I've cut down like a lot of that. I've become a lot healthier the last few months. I drink like a fucking monster on weekends, but now I don't drink on weekdays. There's my t-shirt. Thank you. I found this at Winners for like $12. Winners. The hat. Everyone loves the hat. Yeah, I really healthy for 5 days of the week. Then I eat healthy during the day on the weekends, or like Friday, Saturday, and then Friday night is free for all. Now, drinking, I don't hold back, respectfully. Drink responsibly. But food, I still like make some healthier decisions. But I'm very healthy during the week and then enjoy my weekends, essentially. And even then, I don't, not every Friday, Saturday is guaranteed. Maybe one day a week I go out with some friends and drink a bunch. Have fun, go out, go to someone's apartment, watch some sports, watch some NFL. But I don't lose control, you know? Friday night, go drinking to blackout. Maybe not slight blackout, but I have a few. I have a few sodas, you know? Brown turns it over. This is where the game escapes. So this is looking like a game where we were like pretty competitive all the way through, but we're going to lose by like 20-something points, okay? This is way better than the Orlando game where the Raptors were crap and were way out of it for the entire game, made it close late. I mean, the Knicks have too much. They've taken over a little bit here. I can live with this. If Beal fully waive, what would you take his? If Beal, if Bradley Beal, would you take his contract, give up our expiring contracts to Heat, Jimmy Canioto's Suns? Bradley Beal might be the worst contract in the NBA because of its no trade clause. Do not take Bradley Beal. Do not take Bradley Beal. No. Is it me or were the Raptors a joy to watch when it was RJ, Jakob, and the new blood? It's strange. Like we have to figure out why were the Raptors way more competitive with all these guys injured and Barrett running point guard. I don't really know. The Raptors are not better without Barnes, without Quickly, you know. But was there something that was clicking in that lineup, in those lineups that's not clicking here? Was there something about the engagement defensively that was there? I don't know. It's a curious case with Joe. I agree with you. Is it part of it? Teams figuring out the Raptors' offense? It's complicated. Yeah, RJ and Pirtle's two-man game was working really well back then. The pick-and-roll game was great. Barrett was playing really well, racking up assists. Pirtle was playing well. I don't know. The effort was there on defense. It was that kind of big to me. It was better then. I don't know what it is. What's the basketball in the background? The Laziz ball? You like it? I got to stand for it, guys. You see? I got to stand for it. I had it in the box all this time. I finally got to stand. I got to toss this now. However you say it, it's delicious. It's Laziz. $30. What a ripoff. Can't believe my friend bought this for me. $30. Trade Barrett for more defense in the starting lineup. I don't think you could get a good value out of Barrett for a trade. I think you're better off with him, and I think you're better off finding the pieces that work better around him. A Kelly for Capella trade. Atlanta would do that. I don't even like Capella that much, but Atlanta would do that. Out of the timeout here for the Raptors. It's getting away from us now. It's 99-81. 20 wins this year, or how many do you think we can get? 20 wins is probably max. How's the weather in Toronto? It is so cold today, man. It is so cold. I was walking to the gym at 6:30 this morning. I didn't check the forecast before I left. It hit me like a truck. I stepped outside of my building, and it hit me so hard. Like, holy shit. Checked the temperature on my phone, minus 14. Crazy. And I've dealt with it. I lived in Sudbury for 4 years. Okay, now we're getting sloppy. OG turnover. Down by 22. We've had worse games. Bring back JV. No. JV is no. His offense is nowhere near good enough anymore to justify how bad his defense is. No. JV doesn't fix us. What phone do I use? I think I have a 12. iPhone 12. Haven't left the house today. I got a dog to walk, and I went to the gym. Otherwise, I'd be the same. It's freezing today. Damn, I gotta go. Oh, Tibbs ain't gonna rest his guys till later. It is no mercy. I gotta go to the grocery store in the morning. Fuck, it's gonna be so cold. I need food, though. I need food. Actually, no, I'm out of bread. I need bread. I gotta go shopping tomorrow. Is there an RBC? RBC's everywhere. OG at the line. It's a 24-point game. Not a fair reflection of a game, you know. Grab some Timmy. I don't drink coffee. And I'm healthy. I don't snack like that. Quickly for 3, doesn't go. Isaiah says, this coaching staff has no goddamn clue to how to get plays for Barnes. It's just iso ball. Yeah, I agree with you, actually. It's all like mid-range stuff. And he can do a little bit of it, but, you know. Coffee's good for you. I don't like it. I just don't like the taste. I don't think this score is a fair reflection of the game. The Raptors have been mostly competitive. The Knicks have dug in here. Yeah, it's getting ugly now. It was a pretty good 3 quarters, all things considered. Chocolate coffee. Well, hot chocolate exists. Too many calories to have it all the time. I have like 1 a month. Wait, Bruce. No, stop. Bruce Brown actually played pretty well today. No, is Quickly still a positive today? Yeah, Quickly still +7. How about that? Bruce Brown's -16. That doesn't look good, does it? Pearl's -18. OG fadeaway 2. How many points do we have in the fourth quarter? 5, huh? 5 fourth quarter points, man. It was 86-76. And this quarter, it's 19-5 in this quarter alone. Whew. Wow. Darko's rotation drive me crazy. First half, I was driven crazy. I've accepted that second half, fourth quarter has gotten away from us, and I'm okay with the first 3 quarters. And at least that was good development reps. That was competitive ball. At this point, yeah, we're just running around. It's cardio at this point. It's been a whole lot worse, you know? It's been a whole lot worse. As a reminder, guys, we just hit 50 likes, which is great. Let's keep it going. If you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button. And for live streams like this, every time the Raptors play, and videos all throughout the week, make sure, all about the Raptors all the time, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Help us on the road to 18,000 subs. We're 27 away. We hit 18 a week and a half ago. Then the channel got hacked. I lost some subs. But we're getting back to it. Help the channel get there again. Get to 18K. We won't get flagged. Well, our best case scenario, we have a 14% chance of getting flagged. So we probably won't get him. You're right. Darko has been an embarrassment since the first game he coached. First game he coached, they beat the Timberwolves. They played like shit, but still beat the Timberwolves. Yeah. Trust Scott. I do too, Bullet Bill. I mean, they nailed this draft, a supposed bad draft class. Walter looks great. Mobo looks great for a 31st overall pick. Shed looks great for a 45th pick. Shamshay looks really fun as a 57th pick. Battle, undrafted free agent. What a draft class. One in 15 on the road. Whew. Not so good, eh? Wheels came off this one in the fourth quarter, but at least we had 3 quarters of competitive ball. We've been out of games at halftime. We are in this game for 3 quarters. It's the Knicks. They're a lot better than us. I'm not going to come away from this one ultimately upset. I can't. I've seen way worse. I'm not coming out of this one overly upset. I'm comfortable with this game today. Yeah? What do you guys think? Checking how some bets are doing here. Tell me Nick Claxton's on the bench right now. Nick Claxton took a 3 today. How about that? Why is Claxton on the floor? You guys getting blown out late. Take this guy off. I'm under on Claxton. Is it cooking? Maybe not. Hopefully they dribble out the clock here. Oh, I hit a 3. Better off than him. Pistons, by the way, our prize for being competitive for 3 quarters against the Knicks. Tonight, the Raptors driving to Cleveland. Tomorrow, they play Cavaliers in Cleveland. After that, Detroit in Detroit on Saturday. Yep. Ain't getting any easier. Oh, Eugene Owerui signs on a 10-day contract with the Raptors. Nice pickup. Canadian, I think Nigerian-born Canadian, been playing with the Raptors 905, doing well there. Eugene Owerui signed with the Raptors on a 10-day deal. So, yeah, right after Bruno Fernando waived, Raptors using that roster spot, going to get a look at Owerui. Oh, boy, ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Temple is in the game. We've entered the Garrett Temple zone late in the fourth quarter. Yep, chalk it up, folks. This game is over. When you see Garrett Temple, it's done. Nothing good's happening now. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd getting up for this one now. Jericho Sims in the game first time. Down by 25. Yeah. Pretty embarrassing fourth quarter. Boucher's in the game. Wow, how about that? Chris Boucher playing. Knicks have 3 stars on the floor. Raptors have gone garbage time. It's Olynyk, Walter, Temple, Shed, and Boucher on the floor. Knicks still have Brunson, Hart, and Bridges, and Anunoby. 4 starters as Bridges hits another 3. Knicks, relentless. 26-point game now. Now they're making their subs. How are the Raptors out of time? How did you run out of timeouts today? Knicks only play, but it's garbage time. I'm saying, like, chill, right? You won, man. You're up by 26. Knicks won't survive in the playoffs without a bench. Well, actually, their roster is more catered to the playoffs because they rely less on their bench, you know? Should Raps trade for OG? Yeah, trade for OG, Giannis, Luka, Jokic, and I think we might win it, Chip. Brown's value. I don't think Brown's value has diminished that much. It's just the NBA trade market has like been inflated in a way where like everything is worth less now. Boucher for 3. He's got 5 points off the bench. Hey, 20-point game. Was it 20? Yeah, 20-point game. That's more respectable. Raptors, there's no way we'll win tomorrow against Cleveland. No. Cleveland just beat OKC. Yeah, I don't think so. Boucher, hey, if you're going to only play garbage time, you're only going to get 3 minutes. Why not hustle your ass off and try and showcase that you deserve more minutes? That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Right? Props to him. This is what you should do. They're still working hard at least. All right, so you gotta chill. Of course, I know who that is. I don't think there's a place in rotation for Boucher, so I don't really feel. I feel bad for him because he works hard, but also he's on one of the worst teams in the entire NBA and still can't crack the rotation. Right? No, he doesn't. Soup. I didn't expect the Cavs to be this good this year. Nobody did. They're the best team in the NBA right now. They just beat the second best team. $53 seconds ago. You know, you want proof I sit through every game? This is one of them. No reason for me to stay here. I don't know why Mitchell has been thrown in the doghouse, man. He can't even get garbage time minutes. Sims to... I actually don't know who that is. This is Sims. Who is number 37 on the Knicks? That is... Matt Ryan. I forgot they signed him. Matt Ryan. $112 to 90. All right. I mean, honestly, I think this score line, I know we made a big comeback in the fourth to make it look this good. I actually think, contrary to the Orlando game, I actually believe this is a much fairer reflection of the way the game went. The Raptors were battling. They were in it. I think this is a much more fair reflection of the game. Wow, if you bet the 12.5-point spread. You're sweating. I didn't, but okay. 14-point game. I'm not that mad here. I'm not really mad at all. That was 3 relatively competitive quarters, you know? We've had way worse. And that doesn't make this good, but we kept we were pretty in this game for 3 quarters, and New York pulls away in the fourth. The fourth quarter was bad. I'm not going to diminish that. The fourth quarter was bad, but we have definitely had a lot worse here, and I think that was pretty good considering the team you're playing against. Well, let's cover it all in tonight's post-game show. We'll do the post-game show, guys. Well, box score-wise, Raptors seemingly blown out again, losing by 14. But this game actually was better than you might think it was, and we'll explain why in tonight's post-game show. Reminder, listen, guys. I could have said, F it to the stream. I could have said, I want to watch the Cavaliers and Thunder, 2 top teams in each conference, play against each other. There was 26 lead change in the game. What a game I missed, because I watched the Raptors lose by 14 to the New York Knicks on a random Wednesday. That's how dedicated I am to bringing you guys Raptors content. That, first of all, deserves a like, especially if you enjoy the content today. And that deserves a sub to keep up to date with all the content we have coming your way. But it's a pretty ugly stretch here for the Raptors. I mean, we know that. Coming into this game, the Raptors have been blown out in 6 of their last 7 games. They lost by 14 to the Knicks, 29 to the Grizzlies, 29 to the Hawks, 54 to the Celtics. They beat Brooklyn. 24 to the Bucks, and they lost by 9 to the Magic, but they made this game look good late. They got blown out. They made it look good late in garbage time. And to a certain extent, they did the same thing today in the clutch. Boucher out of nowhere. Look, they actually didn't win the fourth quarter, but they came back in the fourth quarter. Boucher, out of nowhere, comes off the bench and drops 10 to make it look much more respectable in garbage time. However, I think in this scenario here, that garbage time flurry of points for the Raptors made this game look like it probably should have, because it was a lot more of a competitive game than maybe it seems. Now, it's competitive within reason, because the Raptors are not very good. The Knicks are very good. And the spread coming into this game was 12.5. We weren't expecting the Raptors to win or even really keep it close, but they were there, just within touching distance, just enough to keep you in it the entire game. And I think given what's gone down the last few weeks for this team, and given the opponents we're playing, I think they played pretty well. For 3 quarters, they played pretty well. I mean, the Knicks always had us where they wanted us. They were always up. It got kind of close in the third at some certain points, and it got within a few points here and there. Sure. But the Knicks always has it on. But we were in the game. It wasn't like so many games as of late where it's done at halftime. No, the Raptors were down by 4 at the half. They were down by 10 after 3. The Knicks then really started to blow us out in the fourth quarter. It kind of felt like the Raptors were just out of steam. Every game in this stretch of games, it felt like whose turn is it to say in the press conference, we need to show more effort as a team, to be better as a team, work harder as a team. Well, finally, they actually did. They dug in defensively. I think coaching-wise, they got this one right on the defensive end. They weren't over-helping. They weren't giving up too many threes as they had been doing. Offensively, big game from Manuel Quickley. Seriously makes a massive difference for this team, floor spacing-wise. And just his points are necessary to this team. I know we don't crack 100, but your 3 guys, Barnes, Barrett, Quickley, all have good nights from a point standpoint, from a box score standpoint. In a game you lose by 14, Emmanuel Quickley goes +7, right? Garbage time will skew some numbers here. But Emmanuel Quickley, +7, great game from him and needed it. But if the Raptors want to win some of these games, and maybe they don't, but like the players certainly do, they got to get help elsewhere. Grady Dick, I don't know what has happened, but he was awful today, and he has been awful recently. He needs to snap out of it. Kelly Olynyk, garbage time made it look better. He's clearly not good enough to be a backup center, but that's what he's been doing recently. David Mitchell played like 15 seconds tonight. I've been calling to play Shed more. Now that I'm seeing it, I'm kind of seeing why he wasn't playing more. But you may as well give him the minutes. He was minus 21 today. He was poor today. Didn't affect the game enough. Not that he ultimately made a difference here. The Knicks are the better team. Look, there's not really an answer for Towns, who had 27, and especially when he goes 3 of 3 from 3. Bridges just missed a bunch of shots because he was open. Hart, what a season he's having. Brunson, you kind of focus, I guess, a bit on him, try to take his game away, but does that lead to better opportunities elsewhere? I don't know. I maybe deeper drop coverage is the better way to approach defensively against a team like this, but it honestly, like, it wasn't that bad. This is what we've come to with the Raptors this season. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. I like the energy levels. I thought it was better defensively than it had been in other games. I thought it was better offensively in other games. You get good performances from the three main guys. Would have been nice to have a good game from Grady Dick, but that didn't materialize. But I don't come away feeling like they got blown out here. Even if the garbage time didn't happen and Boucher doesn't get 10 random points to make it look better on the box score and they lose by 25, I still would have probably been here saying, honestly, it still wasn't that bad. And there was some positive takeaway. This is the difference. Because these games here, people talk about Darko Rajakovic as development coach. This is not development, okay? Getting your ass kicked every night, being a disaster on defense, a disaster on offense, that's not development. You're learning nothing from that. But for 3 quarters here, at least some semblance of trying to build a defensive culture, setting the tone for your team on that end of the floor, and your 3 guys getting good touches. They're still not scheming good looks open for them, and it's all like ISO self-creation stuff. Like when Barnes, Bear quickly play well, they do it themselves. It is not the team working for them to help them and make it easier. But I've lost hope with the coaching staff, so I don't believe they're ever going to figure that out. But at least there was something there defensively today, and at least there was like a bit to like about the key guys on offense. As for the schedule coming up, well, your reward for 3 competitive quarters is you got to drive to Cleveland tonight or fly. I don't know what they'll do. And you play Cleveland in Cleveland tomorrow. Cleveland just beat OKC. Yep. Then Saturday, you beat the Pistons, who are playing well this season. You play the Pistons in Detroit. You come home. You might be able to beat Golden State. You won't beat Boston. Then you go to Milwaukee, which will be another tough game. Home against Orlando again. 2 away against Atlanta. Not a fun stretch of games coming up for the Raptors, who are already 8-29. The tanking. Look, they're losing games, right? They're losing games. But I look at the recent stretch of games. They got nothing out of those losses. They got something out of today's game, and hopefully they can do enough to get something out of tomorrow's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And guess where I'll be? Right here, same place, covering that game. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoy this one and subscribe to keep up to date with that content. And hopefully we do see you on the next one. Thank you guys in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully we can be somewhat competitive tomorrow. But, yeah, I don't think this one was that bad. I really don't. I'll go to sleep happy. I'll wake up unhappy at 6:30 in the morning when I have to go to the grocery store. But that's not, you don't care about that. So take care, guys. Have a great night.